Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. You guys already know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that shit. We've got a lot to get into in today's show. We're talking all things Kudus. We've got the latest in the Noni Madueke saga. And also some stuff about Ethan Nwaneri. Some bullshit about Max Dowman as well. Like, can we even legally do that? I don't think so, but whatever. Certain Arsenal in the knows are meant to know everything, but here we are. Joao Felix news. We got Joao Felix news. We've got Chukwuemeka news. We've got lots of different topics to get into today. Lots of different topics. Big up to everybody, though. Smash the likes. Subscribe. You guys already know what to do. Big up to Wavy Naj. Big up to Denzel. Big up to Enrique. Let's get through the Club World Cup, innit? And then we'll make any changes that we need to make. I'll see if I can get RSM to maybe make some changes, depending on whatever happens, innit? But we won't change it just yet. Because if that's the case, we're going to be doing every fucking month, innit? Big up Matt Angry. I'm decent, bro. I'm alright. It's been a good weekend. I actually don't feel too hungover today. Thank God. Thank God. Big up to Benfica fan. We might be doing some business this window still. Big up to Naval Nation. Big up to Tapua. We've had so many Arsenal fans in here today, gassed just off the whole Gyökeres situation and everything. And I mean, fair enough. Personal terms are agreed. Can we at least see what the team looks like at the start of the season? I'm not saying anything just yet. I ain't saying anything just yet. Because we know Gyökeres' #1 pick has been Arsenal. Hurry up and get the fucking transfer over and done with. It should have been done months ago. But we'll see. We'll see. If they get Gyökeres, fair play. It's a good transfer for them. It's a good transfer for them. It still don't make me think they're now guaranteed to win the league. Fucking Liverpool will still be my #1 pick. They still will be. But it will be a good move for them. As long as it doesn't mean that Havertz is still in the squad. Otherwise, you're still gonna have holes in your team, innit? But yeah, big up to every single one of you guys. Big up, as I said, Mad Shaky as well. These slander days are out of hand. They're fucking out of hand, brother. Yeah, wait, this is the thing. Say what you want. Havertz will either be in the 9 or he will be in the 10. It's one or the other. So you ain't gonna have the perfect squad. And unless the rest of your squad is world class in every area of the pitch, you won't be able to accommodate for that. Teams have won carrying somebody who hasn't necessarily been levels. Like Liverpool and Sobozai, for example. Or even Robertson too. Don't expect Arsenal, though, to be doing that with Kai Havertz. Not at all. Man said, how dare you try ask for Max Dowman? My brother, we can't even legally transfer somebody of Max Dowman's age. This is what I was going to start with. This whole thing about, what was it? We asked about including Max Dowman in a deal. I don't think we can. I don't think we legally can. So I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. 15 years of age, you can't sign a professional contract. So, it's not true. It's just not true. Even Chelsea Youth spoke about on his main. Dowman can't sign a pro deal until December 31st, 2026, and you can't include a schoolboy in a normal transfer deal. So, don't believe it. I don't believe it. We give it a year's time, we might try going for Max Dowman. Don't get it twisted. That could be someone that we're monitoring. Because, I mean, of course we'd fucking be monitoring him. Look at his age and everything. But not now. Not now and not in this window. So all that stuff about him, forget it. We're not looking at him yet. And he wouldn't be involved in any Madueke deal. He'd have nothing to do with that. You can sign him for the academy. Maybe. I don't know the rules in terms of the academy, but he's not in any part of the Madueke deal. He's not in any part of the talks. So that's bullshit. That's straight bullshit. We could end up getting him in a year or two's time if they really want to get rid of him, but they apparently view him as their crown jewel. And if that's the case, whatever. I genuinely don't care. The brother's 15, but we don't want him now. If we're looking at anybody, we're probably looking at Nwaneri. And even with Nwaneri, we're just sitting back and waiting to see if he re-signs with you guys or not. If they don't re-sign, we'll go in for him. If he does re-sign, then yeah, forget it. Forget it. That's not happening, and it's not going to be any part of the deal. Man said check hand of Arsenal. Has he dropped a new quote or anything? Or if it's just the Dowman stuff, it's all bullshit. Yeah, it is that. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. We are not in for Max Dowman. We are not. Man said taking your best winger from last season to be Saka's backup. Do you understand the levels now, Lewis? What? Taking Noni in a title charge. And you still aren't necessarily getting Rodrygo because Martinelli has to leave. So if you're telling me you're bringing in Noni Madueke to be your starting left winger in phase 6, is this levels? Is this levels? I think not. I think not. I said he's not a shit source. I'm not even going to say he's a shit source of everything, but his stuff about Max Dowman being in the Noni link is bullshit. It's bullshit. It literally cannot happen. You cannot involve a school kid in a professional deal. So he's chatting shit. Like, he might have got other things right. Don't get it twisted. We've seen how many sources get things right and get things wrong. But on this one, he's talking shit. He's talking shit. There's no way. There literally isn't a way. So, yeah. Whether he's a good source or not on that topic, he's chatting out of his ass. So, no. Other stuff, though, he might be legit. Like, I've heard enough people say that he's a good source that I won't say he's absolute garbage. But on this one, nope. Absolutely not. I said, was Noni not your best winger last winger? He was our most direct. That does not mean our best. In terms of all of our wingers, same level. Same level. Just different players pull up form in different parts of the season. There was no best winger. There was no best winger. So, yeah, they all had their frustrating points. They all did. I say Neto was better, Sancho was better. They were all frustrating. You know them ones. They're all frustrating. I feel like it's also easier to say Neto now. It looks like Noni's leaving too. So it's like, look, just we complained about all of them last season. We complained about all of them. I ain't going to start doing the revisionist shit. And I'm also not pretending Noni is garbage. I keep saying this. I'm not saying Noni's garbage. I just don't think it really helps Arsenal. And that's another position that they're filling up their attack with instead of bringing in some actual level raisers. So you know what? Go for it. Especially if there's a chance of getting Kudus in the other way. Now, I know the whole situation with Tottenham. And Kudus isn't talking to any other club at this stage. But only one club's dropped the bid. So only one club, like, officially is involved in this. We still have to wait and clear out our space with Noni and then look in for Kudus. So this saga is going to drag. And Kudus right now is only looking at Tottenham because Tottenham are the only team that's bid. That's it. And I don't think that's the end of the Kudus transfer because I think Spurs are going to use Kudus' situation as leverage and try and use that to get the best possible deal that they can get. And West Ham would also rather not sell to them. They would rather sell Kudus to us. So look, I don't really care that Tottenham are a bit further in the race right now. I expect it. And he could still end up being a Spurs player after all of this. But there's too many variables for me to say it's done. West Ham would rather not sell to him. We're waiting for Noni, and then we're going to go in with a bid. And I'm sure it wouldn't take that much to persuade him to go for Chelsea over Spurs. I really don't think that's the case. And if it is, that's your funeral. Shit, then. That's your fucking funeral. So, I guess we'll see. But we did hold talks regarding a move for Kudus. It just hasn't accelerated from that. Spurs had a 50 million bid turned down for Kudus, and West Ham would rather sell to Chelsea than sell to Tottenham. And they're confident that we will submit a better offer. They just need us to clear Noni out of the club. And then maybe we end up dropping a bid if the transfer hasn't been completed by then. So, yeah, we'll see. Man said Spurs are bullying you in the market. How are they bullying us when we haven't dropped a bid? That doesn't make sense. Like, if we had dropped a bid and then they outbid us, that is being bullied in the market. That's what being bullied in the market is. Us not bidding just yet, that's not the case. That is not the case. When we bullied Liverpool, it's because they tried hijack our transfer. The one that they tried to hijack said, no, I'm going to Chelsea. And then their second option decided to join us as well because Liverpool played them about. That's it. That's it. I said we talked to Kudus though, but we haven't dropped a bid. All we've had is talks. That's it. He's had talks of Tottenham. He's had talks of Chelsea. Only one of them's dropped the bid. So only one of them is seriously doing anything. So right now, he can only commit to the one that's right in front of him. If it's not done in a week or two, and Noni to Arsenal is, or whenever we're done with the Club World Cup, that is when you'll see Noni go. And if Kudus isn't sorted by then, I think you see a Chelsea hijack. You see a little hijack. So, yeah, that's the way I see it. The audacity to think you're getting Nwaneri. Good one. I mean, you lot re-sign him. Re-sign him. Sunday. No. Monday. It's Monday. Kudus rejected us. Who's reported that he's rejected us? We haven't dropped an offer for him to reject. Who said that he's rejected us? Tapua, my dog. Big up, brother. Appreciate you, man. Big up. But yeah, who's reported that Kudus has rejected us? Yeah, I think the day after we're done with the tournament, you probably get a big update on the Noni front, transfer fee agreed or something. I wouldn't be surprised if you get here we go 24, 48 hours after the fact. And then maybe we go for Kudus if that one isn't done. If it is done, maybe you see us go back in for a Malik Fofana or something, because those links haven't gone down yet. Obviously, God forbid, we are still linked with Alejandro Garnacho, but that hasn't had any more groundwork on that. I did also have my personal source say it would be, where's my phone? Where was it? He said after Noni leaves, it could be one of two, which was... Where was it? Kudus and Rodrygo. Someone high up gave him two names if Noni left, Kudus and Rodrygo. So, hey, I'll keep a lazy eye on that one. But again, that depends on if Rodrygo even wants to leave. I've kept saying, unless he wants to leave Real Madrid, there's no point even talking about it. But we did also hear that's one of 4 players that we would break the wage structure for. One of 4 players. God willing. That is one saga that has just stagnated. And hopefully it kicks into life. Because if he says he wants to leave, you're about to see some nuts bidding war. You're going to have Arsenal involved. You're going to have Chelsea involved. You're going to see Bayern Munich involved as well. Also saw somewhere that Rafael Leao could be going for near to 60 million. If that price tag keeps going down, you already know what's his name? What's that fucking agent called? Jorge Mendes. That's it. You already know our relationship with Jorge Mendes. And I was potentially on the lookout for one more winger, so who knows? Yeah, Bayern will give him the wages, but we would break the wage structure for him. That's at least what I've heard. Rodrygo, Kane, Isak, and a 4th unknown name that I still haven't fucking got the name of. Those are the players that we would apparently break the wage structure for. Rodrygo's only on like 200k a week now anyway. So, like, with the pay rise that everyone's got with the Champions League, that should work for us. That should be something that we'd be willing to do. I'd hope so. I really would hope so. I said Rodrygo's a waste man for waiting for this to drag out. Bro, he's got a Club World Cup too, you know? He in the tournament as well. Like, I'm not surprised at all that it's not, that it's dragged for so long. Like, once the tournament's done, you'll probably just get an answer around then. So, we just gotta wait another week. We gotta wait another week. Hand of Arsenal's already confirmed Arsenal is priority, though. Yeah, I believe that when I see it, innit? I believe that one when I see it. Big up BK. He says, just take Madueke. Not adding Ethan or Dowman. Paul Winstanley talking shit with other clubs to buy a player for any £1 million. Dowman's bullshit. That's not happening. Not happening at all. Ethan Wanyeri, that could happen if he doesn't re-sign. And if he doesn't re-sign, we're not going to try and go for him for some big money. Because he's only got a year left on his contract. Like, there'll be a certain valuation that we have of him. Or we could literally just wait a year and just take him on a free. Ethan, I wouldn't mind. Because, like, worst case scenario, you loan him out somewhere, you let him develop for a year or two, and you flip the brother for 2 times the price, or whatever. I don't care. Don't care. Or you keep him in the squad, he'd be a valuable asset to the team. I don't give a damn. Max Dowman, though, it's not even a point. There's not even a point on that. That is where Hand of Arsenal's talking bollocks. We are not trying to involve him in any Noni deal, and we legally cannot do it. We legally can't. Yeah, Joey, it's kind of dropped at the wrong time. I was really looking forward to the Monday pod, you know? Like, all the Arsenal fans have been doing mad head loss this weekend. And they've just got given a nice injection of hopium with this Gyökeres news. It's kind of killed the vibe a little bit, you know? It's kind of killed the vibe. But, hey, is what it is. You run me my Noni money and we'll still go get Kudus. Just keep telling him Madueke 14 and all of that. That's how you bring the vibe back up. Big up all of you guys that are locked in, though. We got nearly 1K in here. Smash up those likes ASAP, people. Big up to every single one of you. Big up to every one of you in here. Cam, I already know your thing. You turned heel time ago. You turned heel time ago, man. I'll see you at Carney, though, my guy. I'll see you at Carnival. You think they can win the league after Gyökeres? I still think Liverpool win the league. I'd still think Liverpool win the league. And even then, like, go get Gyökeres before talking about winning the league with adding Gyökeres. Because, like, what? If you're saying Kudus didn't reject Chelsea, then don't say Delap rejected United. When did I say Delap rejected United? I don't even care about United like that. See, like, even run jokes about it. I thought it was just obvious. You'd pick the team in the Champions League over the team that's not even in Europe. Like, we don't talk about United. We don't care about United. I'll be so real, bro. I'll be so real. Man was saying it's a guarantee they win a major next season. Have you got the timestamp? I could do with that. I could do with that. Yeah, Cam, this is why you're sick of your fan base, man. These guys talk before anything's happened so many times, all for nothing to happen. And then you get dragged in with all of them. It's peak. It is so peak. It is absolutely peak. Yeah, Naval Nation, but that's also why I'm not really that bothered with the whole Tottenham stuff. West Ham know our stance, and they'll know we'll be willing to pay more money, so they are going to drag out the Tottenham saga as much as possible. As bad as it would look to sell to Chelsea, it looks way better than selling to Tottenham. For them, it looks way better. So they'd rather just wait for us. And for me, I'd rather just wait myself. I'd rather wait myself. Like, club-to-club talks of West Ham are continuing soon from Tottenham's side. And, yeah, we're just going to wait on that front. Just going to wait on that. I said we got rejected by Spursy. Big up, Reaper, man. Big up. I said, imagine we get why would you even put that out there for everybody though? But why? But why? There's no reason for it. Why? Because Spurs are a bigger rival for West Ham. That's why. And I think their owners don't even get along. Like, the last deal that they've ever done was Scott Parker in 2011. That was 14 years ago. 14 years ago. They don't get along with each other. I don't know what it is with Daniel Levy, but like he don't seem to get along with anybody in London. Everybody hates him. It was just a Tottenham thing. Turns out everybody hates Daniel Levy. Whatever. But that's why I don't think it'll get done anytime soon. That's why I don't think it gets done anytime soon, man. Don't get it 100% signed. Yeah, sure, bro. Sure, bro. You guys have accelerated your situation with Noni throughout the last week, but don't get ahead of yourself. He's just an option, sure. Sure thing, man. Whatever helps you sleep at night, innit? You know them ones. Yeah, big up Robertinho, man. We'll do it for the Blue Brothers. We'll do it for England, mate. We'll do it for England. Let's go. Let's go. What's wrong with Garnacho? Well, attitude, off the field problems, on the field problems, passing, crossing, dribbling in tight spaces, shooting, his brother, everything. Basically that. Basically that. I think that's the best way to say it. That's the best way to say it. Just literally everything. I knew you were Chelsea, bruv. Don't worry, man. I'll get you what shirt should we get you? We'll get you a Nonny Chelsea shirt, you know? We'll get you a Nonny Chelsea shirt. My G. Big up, bro. Big up. Cool. I say Gittins ain't much better. In terms than Nonny, I mean, we'll see when he plays, you know? We'll see when he plays. I won't say he is, I won't say he isn't, but how about we watch him play in the league and then come to a conclusion? That's the best way to do it. I'm not going to tell you he's like the next generational left winger that we're going to see at Chelsea. I'm also not going to tell you that he's a scrub. We're going to have to just watch him. All we know is that he's a good dribbler and he's direct. We'll see what else he's got. Any news on Esteval? No news on Esteval. We won't see him for a couple weeks now. Brother's going to go on holiday. Go on holiday, enjoy your vacation. We'll see you in England, mate. We haven't got any news on him. We spoke about Wanyeri. We inquired about his situation. If there's problems over his game time or his contract with Arsenal, we'll be ready to make a proposal. We're telling people close to the player and those who are well informed on the story that we are ready to attack for Wanyeri. But I think he's assessing his options right now. So, yeah, you take your time and you assess them. I'm not in any rush about anything to do with Wanyeri. I don't mind if he joins us. I don't mind if he doesn't join us. If it don't cost too much, even better. Cool. I just know that's someone that could at least be a good asset for us or somebody that we can flip. And even then, North London's going to burn if we end up getting Wanyeri. Just to watch the whole of the timeline just flip out over that situation. Cool. Cool. Because he'll come into Chelsea and he'll leave Chelsea a better player and we'll leave getting more money out of him. That's fine. That's fine. I got no problems with that. Absolutely no problems for that. And said, you're a clown if you think Arsenal will sign Noni for 50 million. You lot bought Havertz for 60 million. You lot bought Havertz for 60 million and you blame people for thinking that you're going to buy another high-profile, underwhelming player for a high price tag. Really? Why wouldn't we think that? Why wouldn't we think that? So apparently it's 40 million that Arsenal are looking to play. This is according to Miguel Delaney, and we want 50 million. You might end up just doing a 45.5. We might even end up getting our 50 million. Who knows? But that's not too far off each other's valuation. That's something that can get sorted within a week. And within a week, we're done with the Club World Cup. So, hey. Are you worried about them being far apart in valuation? No. No. Because, like, if this 40 million to 50 million thing is true, it's only 10 million. It's only a 10 million difference. That's something that can be negotiated. So that's not a worry for me. Hell, we need to just know what the valuation is, though, because we have heard other sources say that we're looking at Elanga to Newcastle. We're looking at the price that we paid for Jamie Gittins, and we want to try and range our valuation of Noni based on that. So it really depends on just what the level of variation is between both of them. It could be a 40 to 50 million thing. It could be a 45 to 55. It could be a 45 to 60 difference. We don't know. We don't know. We haven't got told what the first bid is. All we know is Arsenal are sending an opening bid. They might have already sent it and we just haven't been told yet. But an opening bid is expected to drop sometime soon. Sometime soon. So, yeah. I said, why are we going to Elanga? Elanga ain't that much of a level raiser. I wouldn't even say that. No one's wanted Elanga. And to be honest, I'm alright still. He's been good for Forest, but I don't think he's that much of a needle mover still. So yeah, not sure. I said, I guess Noni's staying. No, he's not. Even if it isn't Arsenal, there's other clubs involved. Atletico Madrid want him. Newcastle want him. We're expecting a lot of bids for Noni. This is also part of the reason why we might look at what Elanga and Gittins went for and say that we want that. Because there'll be other clubs looking at him too. It doesn't necessarily have to be to Arsenal. It would just be funny for that to be the case. That's just it. Today, Dan Potts' morning pod with Egal. Man said, I'll meet you at the parade. Interesting. But for what team? But for what team? Yes, mate, I hope you're sure about that, man. Hope you're sure. Why do you always ask me if I've chopped Astrid yet? I haven't seen her in over a year. Big up, Danny, though, man. Big up, bro. I said Yildiz. I don't believe Yildiz leaves Newcastle, but it's worth a punt. It's worth a punt. Jackson back to Spain. There's not been any updates on Jackson. There's not been any updates on Jackson. All the talk is on Noni Madueke leaving. Newcastle? Oh, sorry, I say Newcastle. Fucking hell. Maybe I haven't recovered from this hangover. My bad, guys. Fucking hell. Anything that looks like barcodes just looks the fucking same, doesn't it? Yeesh. Alright, well, yeah, Yildiz, go. They won't sell. Juve won't sell anyway. Or Newcastle. Whichever one. Fucking hell, mate. You lot, smash up the likes anyway. We got 1K plus in the building. Big up to every single one of you. Big up. What are we going to next? Yeah, Wavy Nudge. We still hungover. We still hungover. Hefty night out, innit? Joao Felix could actually be going to Benfica, guys. He could actually be going to Benfica. But the wages seem to be the only real problem between both of them. He said Benfica's where I'm most inclined to go, and they're willing to make a considerable financial effort to complete the transfer in the region of 30 million euros to buy the player, which I think would still be around book value. The player's salary remains the biggest problem, too high by the standards of the Eagles, who have a 4 million per year salary cap. I don't know what his wage at Chelsea is specifically. I think it's around 100k, but I think Benfica are looking for him to lower his wages again, which I don't know if he'll do. I can't say for sure, because he lowered his wages to join us. So that says he would be willing to do it, but would he be willing to do it again? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, 30 million should be around book value. Didn't we sign him for around that amount? How much was Joao Felix bought for? Ah, shit, it was 42 mil. Ah, I thought it was in the 30s. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe it won't happen, innit? Maybe we just gotta go back to just like hoping Saudi will get involved. I forget it. Benfica, it was a nice idea, innit? It was a nice idea. And maybe not. And soon keep Felix. So look, bro, as someone who loved like bigging up Joao Day and everything, it's over, man. It's over, bro. It's over. You just gotta let him go, man. You just gotta let him go. It's okay, man. It's okay, brother. It's all good. We got the Conference League group stage anyway. It's all good. Big up to Karen saying, I don't like Gyökeres going to them bums. Thoughts? It's a better forward than Havertz. He'll guarantee them more goals. I still like had my reservations about him because I've seen from like what I've watched from him, he takes a lot of touches before shooting, and he's not necessarily the best in the air. But I won't knock the fact that he is just going to bring goals to that Arsenal side. So it's a good transfer for them at the end of it, if it happens. To what level? The level of goals? We'll see. We'll see. If he goes to Arsenal like that, that would be a statement move. I'll say that. But we'll see if he can translate those numbers, innit? We'll see if he can translate those numbers. So, yeah. Jonas, brother, if you want to sit in the cup chair, that's fine by me. If you want to sit in the cup chair, that's cool. Regardless of how long that horrible streak is, they're still trophy-dodging bums. We don't give a shit. And if people don't like that, win a trophy. You know? Win a trophy. It's as simple as. Wouldn't kill you lot. It might. It might, but hey. Wait, what's going on in the chat? Not wrong. Fraud of a manager gave him 0 chances. He gave him Conference League games and Carabao Cup games, and he barely stood out in any of them, bar like 1 or 2 Conference League matches. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. Yeah, Jonas, tomato, innit? You know them ones. Tomato. Like, if you want to prop up your rivals, you go do that, bro. You go do that. I hope the chair's comfy, innit? I hope it's comfy. Hope you got a little zoot there, a couple drinks too. Hope you enjoy the show. Hope you enjoy the show. All of that. Loftus-Cheek coming back on loan. I hope no one's reported that. And also, no. Look, Ruben, big up, man. You're proper Chelsea. But, nah, it's over. I've heard he's still injury-prone over there. Like, nah. And what would he need another midfielder for anyway? What would we need another midfielder for? No point. Genuinely no point. Like, just big up. Big up. We don't need that. I don't need that at all. All right, Chukwuemeka news now, because he could be going back to Borussia Dortmund. The sporting director said that he wants to sign Chukwuemeka, adding another loan is the most feasible option because, yep, dealing with German/Italian clubs, this is exactly what you get. Carney's loan ends today. That's what we agreed with Chelsea. Now, let's see. We will definitely have some more discussions in the next few days. No, my thing is, right, we've had this whole, like, Gitten saga, and you didn't even think to negotiate it then? These men are stupid as shit. And they're also just so mind-numbingly frustrating to negotiate with. But we won't get him done on a permanent. Like, we remember in January, right? We were trying to sell him for about 30 to 40 million pounds. Even though he's barely played in the last 2 years. And he's also on 100k a week. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen unless it's another loan deal. And look, another loan deal for him to just sit on the bench most games, I'm good. You want to start trying to raise this guy's valuation, innit? You want to actually start like getting this guy to get regular game time so he can show the level that we all know he has. So then you could try and get rid of him for that amount. If not, the hell are we doing? Like, you know what? I'm actually against loaning him to Dortmund. There's no point. There's no point. I don't think he plays regularly for them at all. So, like, why? You want him to get minutes. You want him to get minutes. Let me just confirm this. Let me just confirm this. How many games has he got? So in the Bundesliga, he started 2 games. He started 2 games. He played against Barcelona in the quarterfinal second leg. No, the first leg. He started that one. They lost 4-0. Club World Cup, he's had no starts. The brother just warms bench for them. Don't send him there. Don't send him there. Fuck that. If it ain't permanent, don't even deal with them. Don't even deal with them. Yeesh. That is an absolute waste of a loan. We're idiots if we send them to Dortmund again. We're actually so stupid if we do that shit. We'll see, but Chukwuemeka, like, it really should be a permanent transfer for everybody's sake. For everybody's sake. For our sake, for his sake. Like, he needs to just start, like, getting his career back on track. We need to just recoup whatever we can recoup and just end it. And that's it. That's it. But don't bother sending him to Dortmund. Like, I don't care if it's a team that isn't even in Europe. Just someone that will play him. You can give him the fucking Broja loan deal where if they don't start him for enough games, they owe us more money. Do something like that. Do something like that. What you be? Oh, for fuck's sakes, Kai. Oh, big up, man. Big up, my G. Hope you're good. Big up to Assad. Sorry, I didn't see this one. He said, Rodrygo is so overrated. I don't want him at Chelsea. Really? Overrated in what way, though? That's a clear level raiser in terms of playmaking and in terms of dribbling. And directness. No, I don't agree, man. I don't agree. The chat ain't agreeing either. Yeah, they're all completely against that. Yep, and I'm with the chat. Sorry. Sterling vibes. Yo, that is insane. That's insane, man. Down. Ah. Okay, that might need a second, though. Man said Raz, you know. Man said I got Sterling vibes. Oh dear. Ah, fucking hell. That is mad. That is mad. Wait, what was it? Big money PTSD? Yeah, that's why. There we go. There we go. We got the real reason. You're shook because of the amount of big money transfers that we've made, and you're worried that he'd be a flop. That's why. That's why. He's not overrated, brother. Trust me. And he definitely ain't Sterling. No one time him out. No one time him out. It's just a take. That was a harmless take. No one time him out. No one time him out. All right, cool. Big wage gonna kill the dressing room. That wouldn't make sense, though. Rodrygo walks in with the most trophies and the best legacy out of everybody in the squad. Probably combined. Like, if Rodrygo walks in on more wages than everybody else has to understand. There's only 3 men I might listen to, and that is Caicedo, Cucurella, Palmer. The rest, hush. And you know what, Palmer, you're my guy, innit? But even like with this season, I'd get a run of form and then start talking. So like, no, you break the wage structure for what's his name, Rodrygo, and that makes total sense. That makes total sense. So yeah, I disagree, man. I disagree. Speaking of Sterling, though, Thank you for reminding me, because I saw from Simon Phillips, Fulham are interested in him. So obviously we know the Sterling situation, and it is so fucking shit. He ideally doesn't want to move away from his family in London, and he wants to stay there, vastly reducing his options and making it frustrating for everybody involved. We all already knew this. He said Sterling was going to be our modern-day Danny Drinkwater because he don't want to leave the city, and no one is going to offer him the wages that he's on. So we just have to, firm it. This is just an L that we're going to have to hold for the next 2 years. If Sterling truly wants to stay in London, he will need to lower his wage demands, which he might do. He might do. Fulham have been alerted by his availability this summer and are weighing up whether they can make a move. However, his wages put them off at the moment, and they will need to go down if they are to land him. But they like the player, and there is interest from them this summer. Sterling's agents will also reach out to other London clubs to offer the player around. We've heard that Sterling is not chasing a payday in Saudi or even in the States. His priority is to stay in London, close to all of his family. So I have to see what happens if time goes on and no London clubs available for him to do. But if no London clubs comes in for him, I don't know, man. I don't know. Really ain't got a clue. I think he might end up going to Fulham with us paying a part of the wages, which would just be standard. If not them, maybe Palace. Maybe Palace. Maybe Brentford. Now they've lost. Well, when Mbeumo goes. Maybe them. But, yeah. Yeah, this is the Sterling situation. We just got to hope Fulham can tempt him away from them. And God willing, he's willing to lower his wages. Because at least then it would make, even loaning him just a bit easier to deal with. But this is his final big payday. Speaking of Palace, they're closing in on signing Borna Sosa from Ajax. I remember we were linked with him. Fucking hell. We were linked with him years ago. Yeah, fair enough. What about Nkunku? No news on Nkunku. No news on Nkunku. I actually haven't heard a single thing about a club being interested in him. Not been a single thing. Also saw from Simon Phillips that he was hinting that Enzo Maresca had a bit of a falling out with Noni after the Newcastle defeat. There's also been issues with Noni and Maresca over work rate, attitude, and training work. Wants to play on the right, and there's been some feelings about him being subbed off early and first in some games where he believed he was playing well, and Chelsea are now happy to part ways. Noni also changed agents in June, and just before the Club World Cup, they went to the Chelsea board and they want him out. Chelsea will replace him well. Big words. Replace him well. That might link into what my source told me with Kudus or Rodrygo being the player that we bring in after we get rid of Noni. Which, by the way, look, I would really love to see a timeline where we get rid of Noni and then just hijack the fuck out of Rodrygo. Do you know how hilarious that would be? That would be fucking nuts. Not Yandu. I could time you out for that shit. That's already spun my head a little bit, and I know you're just putting an idea out there, and that already pissed me off. It won't be Garnacho though. I know we're linked with him. I know we're monitoring him. I don't think we're going any further than monitoring him. I really don't. You got a better chance of it being Malik Fofana than it being Garnacho. I don't think that would be the case. I really don't. It would have to be like someone who's a genuine level raiser, not another one of the potential things. But we'll see whenever Noni gets done, innit? Because that also relies on whether Kudus to Spurs has been confirmed or not. Man said, you'll take Garnacho and you will like it. Don't know if that's Arsenal or Man United. If it's Arsenal, you're hoping that because you're linked with him too. You're linked with him as well. Don't forget the Argentine sources saying that the two clubs linked to him are Arsenal and Chelsea. So if it ain't me, it could be you. If it ain't me, it could be you, and we got Gittins. You lot are getting Noni, who'd rather play on the right. So we will see. We will see. But yeah, big up my guys. Man said he's neither. Alright, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Man just wants to see the world burn. I respect it. I respect it. What else? I said things our sporting directors have actually got better this window. I am not going to make any statements like that until the window's over. It's too early. It's too early, and we've had too many bad windows for me to start saying, nah, you know what? You've done your job so far. No. No. We say all of this. We still didn't want to get Mignon because of an 8 million difference in valuation. Fuck them, man. Sorry. I'm going to need more. I'm going to need a lot more before we start propping up these sporting directors. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Sorry, Amaya, but look, we'll talk about at the end of the window when we know what we've got. And then, like, if we've really had a good window, we'll give them their flowers. We'll give them the prop that they deserve. But if not, nah. Nah. Because, like, this is Windows 6 in the 4-window plan. Do you not remember that? The 4-window plan from our sporting directors, we are now in Windows 6. We are now in Windows 6. So, I said no news on Petrovic. Bro, there's a string of clubs looking at him. A string of clubs. Sunderland, Bournemouth, you've got a range of German teams. You've got Strasbourg as another potential club. Plenty of teams are looking at Petrovic. He will be gone this window. He will be gone. This has not been done now, but it will be done by the start of the season. I'm just hoping that we get a bidding war and we can try and get more than the 25 million. Which is just a shame, but yeah. I said no top clubs. Yeah, but that's not what you said. You said there's no news on Petrovic. There's still a lot of clubs looking at him. A lot of them. Hopefully, if he goes, that means we go and get not Sanchez, God forbid. That would mean we hopefully go back in for Mignon because one's gone out and hopefully we get one in afterwards. That's what I'd hope for. But if I want to use logic, Mignon should already be a Chelsea player. Should already be a Chelsea player. Daniel, don't worry. If Sanchez is here by the end of the window, look, you'll get your shirts. Don't worry. Medium away shirt, you want Palmer on 10 on the back. I got you. If that gets done. If that gets done. Or if West Ham pull up with that Sanchez, here we go, though. It is so peak for you, bruv. It is so peak. Big up, though, Daniel. I can't believe these dumbass sporting directors are actually going to put us in this position where we're going to have Sanchez for a third year. Fuck off. Absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. The hell? I must have read that wrong. Right, big up every single one of you that's in here anyway. Big up every single one of you that's locked in. Did I hear the Benga news? No, what happened to Benga? Is he okay? Is he good? What happened? Yeah, Denzel, let me know, man. Oh, no, he didn't. Did he? Ain't no way. That can't be true. 1 second. Is that? Bro. I just seen the video. Oh, for goodness sakes. La howla. Oh, brother. Man said the storm will pass. No. No, this isn't it. This isn't it. I said play it. I do not want to play it. I'm good. Well, no, there could even be game footage in there. Oh, what? Yeah, no. This is all sorts of crazy. I'm just looking through the lyrics. We're standing with you. This storm will pass. 5 strong charges and 1 more case leveled against you. Heavy burden, heavy case. But you're still a man. You deserve fair hearing. Oh, brother. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yeah. We just calling a copyright on that one, innit? You know them ones. I'm leaving that. I'm staying the hell away from that. I big up Jimmy and Joey for the raids, man. Big up. I just seen that as well. I think they got a weekly show on Joey's channel. Make sure you man are locked in for that. Make sure you man are locked in for that. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I can't believe he did a party song. I can't believe it, man. Oh no. Oh no. For goodness sakes. Alright, yeah. Let's send the link out. Right, big up every single one of you. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that shit. Fucking hell. Man said there was a party song. Oh, brother. That shocked me, you know. That's actually shocked me. I didn't expect that. Ah, so disappointing. Ah, well. Can't believe that, bro. Man are doing party empowerment songs and all that. I can't believe it. Right, let's get this link out. Smash the like, subscribe, super chat if you want to guarantee your comment gets read out. And bar all of that, yeah, big up everyone. No, Denzel, don't worry about it, man. I mean, you're not in the wrong for saying it. I'm just shocked, really. I really took the time to make a song like backing party. Brother has 5 cases on him. Like, what? When it's more than one woman, this is peak. It's curtains. But yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. Nearly done, guys. Nearly done with the link. And cool. Cool. All good. All good. Who did the party song? It's Benga, bro. Benga dropped a party song. I'm like, wow. Crazy work. Crazy work. That is all mad. I said Mendy was more than one woman, but I swear, like, I don't remember, like, any of the women being as vocal as the one that kept getting deactivated on Twitter and was bringing back names of, like, all the people working in support with Arsenal and everything. It's all mad. It's all mad. Big up, Scott. What are you saying, man?
Not too much, bro.
Hope you've had a good weekend. Hope everything's well.
Yeah, it's all good. Haven't really thought about Chelsea, to be honest, much.
It's probably for the better. We could all do with a little break every now and then. But yeah, like, it looks like this Kudus saga is getting very complicated because, like, he wants Tottenham. He hasn't said he doesn't want Chelsea. Big up Ziad as well. West Ham would rather Chelsea. And we don't know. Fucking hell, who's placing you, bro? Fucking hell. One sec, we'll get the background out. But, yeah, so West Ham would rather sell to us. We're waiting until Noni's gone. And I don't know where Kudus' head is really at. But I do still think we get him over Tottenham.
Lewis, it ain't happening, son.
Who? Kudus?
Yeah, Kudus ain't happening, man.
Well, what makes you so assured of that?
So basically, it's just the ITKs, man. It's just depending on how much you trust them. Basically, what they're saying is, Kudus prefers to play more centrally, and Chelsea preferably want them to play out on the right. Because we don't need anyone else more centrally, man. Since we signed Joao Pedro, we don't need any more players in the 10. Obviously, if he was to sign, you would have him as an option as a right wing and a 10. But he ideally wants to play majority of the games as a 10, and Chelsea can't really offer that. And on top of the wages, Tottenham are offering more wages, and Chelsea are like, listen, for how much we really need you, the wages don't make sense. So yeah, man, I don't think that's.
So who said that?
Alex Goldberg.
Okay. So, okay, I'll listen to that one then. So they're offering more money and the opportunity to play centrally.
Basically, yeah. And Chelsea are see it more than, like, from what I understand, more of an opportunity. I think, like, cool, we'll have you, good player and all that, but for how much wages you're asking compared to how much we really need you, it doesn't really make sense. Which you kind of agree with. Like, you look at the number 10 position, you got Palmer under Enzo Maresca, that's him. You got Esteban, who's coming in, who wants to play majority of his games number 10. You've just signed Joao Pedro, who, whether he's going to be majority of the time striker or not, we might play him in the 10 and the lap up front. So it kind of makes sense. And if we're being honest, as much as I love Kudus and he's a baller and I want him, we need a left winger more than we need him. Because if we're going to play with touchline left wingers, which for a second I thought we weren't, we've only really got Gittins. So we need an out-and-out left winger more than we need a Kudus, So it's annoying because you want the player, but it's not annoying because it makes sense not to sign him.
I would say it makes sense not to sign him, but I could understand, like, if he'd rather play centrally, I could understand why he'd have more of a chance of that at Spurs.
100%.
He walks into Spurs team. He walks into Spurs team regardless of position. That's the other.
They could just offer more minutes and more priority.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, apparently he wants to join. Also from Goldberg, to literally exactly say what he said. He was itching to join Chelsea. Literally itching to join Chelsea. So I think it's a bit of in his case as well, disappointing that Chelsea don't need him as much as Tottenham do. So he was itching. Let's be real. No.
Say that again, Ziad.
Yo,
listen. Someone robbed his mic.
Kid ourselves here, man.
We didn't hear anything you said, yo.
Yeah, we didn't hear none of that, bro. Your mic just cancelled out.
Yeah, cut out.
His connection's just bugging. This is all right. We'll figure that out in a sec. I think he's probably
put
still
down the schnitzel, yo. Put down the schnitzel.
No, I'm here, man. I'm here.
Yeah. What were you saying, bro? You cut out like twice.
Why?
Ziad, we don't know what the fuck you saying.
Ziad, you like living 10 seconds in the past, brother.
Okay, man.
Yeah, kick him out. Make him log back.
Yeah, we'll give him a second.
You might talk then.
Yeah, that's a mad delay. I was talking and I put him on mute.
Yeah, mute that nigga.
Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, he's saying that's what Alex Goldberg said. But he was also saying the deal wasn't necessarily done either. But it's just, there's only one team in there. Only one team's bidded, and that's Tottenham. We're waiting to do our own stuff with Noni, and then we're going to go back in. That's it.
Big up Super Chelsea TV.
Where is it?
Yo, Kudus would be cool, bro. Like, kudos what you doing with your career, bro. But no, if he wants to play centrally, then fair to him. Like, don't go after him. Like, if that's a real thing, play him where he wants to play, for whatever team he wants to play for. He's not gonna play central here, so don't have him come here and play wide, and then he's not gonna want to do it. No.
Yo, Jimmy, he even plays central for Ghana, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He plays the 8. But my thing is this: I want Kudus. Kudus would be like
Baller.
the one that'll just like push this fucking window over the roof for me. But if his mind is set on playing centrally, no. As much as I want him, no. I want him to come here with his mind think I'm playing wing. If his mind not set to play wing, no. Y'all already seen what happened with Viega. That's a real thing with players. I've sat and watched too many interviews with players like, I went there thinking I was going to play this, and I played that. That shit almost never works out. I do not want to go as bad as I want Kudus. I don't want to go
That's all long,
that. So if they can convince him, yo, the wing is where it's at, and you're going to kill on the wing, then okay, yeah, bring him. But if he's like shaky, no, man, don't do it. Don't fucking do it, man. It's going to be a long day if they do that, man. Don't do
Jimmy,
that.
if you think about it as well, it's like I feel like majority of the time he's probably deployed everywhere else apart from the right wing because of Bowen, bruv. So he probably don't play that much on the right wing as much, though.
No, he didn't play. He didn't play much on the right wing, and not only that, he played with Potter. Who the fuck wants to play with Potter?
Yeah, he apparently had a falling out with Potter too.
Yeah.
But that's why I'd also feel like if you never got the chance to play on the right, you'd probably relish the chance to do that at Chelsea too.
But
if we're talking
not
with
what
him,
he was saying that, you know, he might want to play down the mid. I'm not saying it's gospel, but if that's the case,
my thing is though, like, I don't think we tell him that we see him as a 10 to play him on the right. We tell him that our idea would be seeing him to play him on the right. And if he joined us, he joined us knowing that. Even with Vega as an example, right? Vega came in as the whole versatile thing, and he seemed to like change his mind mid-season and want to just lock himself down as a centre back.
and it was
so he
crazy
could, like,
because
stay in the Portuguese
we
team.
played him in midfield, we played him in left back, and then all of a sudden he wanted to be, I want to be this center back. Get your big afro ass out, you fake ass, you fucking Poundland Fellaini, get out of here.
It's because he saw like an opening in the Portuguese team to play there, so he's like, "Let me commit."
Well,
to
we
that.
speak English in England. We don't care about the Portuguese team.
I hear it, man. I hear it.
To be
But, like,
fair,
at least even with that, we didn't lie to Vega
but-
about
but let me-
about what we viewed him as. He just changed
No,
his
hell
idea.
no, we didn't lie to that fool.
Yeah, he just changed his idea of himself.
But let me.
he played well at Juventus as a center back. He was probably he was their best center back.
I'm not even saying he's wrong for it either. He's just doing what was best for himself.
Yeah, he ain't no space
we
for
didn't
center
lie.
back here for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he ain't gonna be no center back here.
Well, the thing is, as much as we love Kudus, as much as we love him, would you not rather Kudus or an out-and-out left winger?
Well, who?
But who's the out and out left winger?
That's a great question.
I mean,
That's a
Gittins
great
is the
question.
left.
I don't think we should get an out left winger. I'll be honest. Another one. I mean,
Leo's,
Why?
they saying Leo's 60 million now.
But why Scott?
because I don't think it makes sense if we're moving, or not necessarily moving. If we have this this new system, this new formation in like our back pocket, it makes no sense having two left wingers, neither of which want to come inside and play as that 10 if we're going to do the thing.
I don't think we should get too caught up in this system. I'm
got
going to be
Joey.
honest. I wouldn't get too caught up in this system. I wouldn't. I think when the season comes, you're going to see what we've been running regularly. I think he's trying this shit now as a fucking
Experiment.
Of an option.
It's an experiment.
yeah.
It's a
But
wrinkle.
I don't see this. His system is having
I
like
know,
look
Jimmy,
at the wing-
Jimmy, I agree with you. I don't think it's going to be something.
like, yeah, if you look at our wingers and all that, this system is cool to run now, but I think we're gonna run what we've been running because I think I actually like what we do regularly better anyway. I think that fits us
Yeah,
better anyway.
But regardless, even if we were to play with the way we're playing now, it's only.
I think we still need a left winger. Like
That's
after
what I
me
mean.
and Joey was going through the numbers, yeah, we need a left winger. We do.
Yeah, even
There's
if
no
we play
denying
the way
it.
we're-
We need a left
even if
winger.
we play the way
And
we're
I'm
playing
not
now,
saying we don't need left winger, but I'm saying I don't want someone who's the same profile as Gittins. I want someone who's slightly different. I'd prefer to get someone who can play that 10 role as well. Like almost what we thought Joao Pedro could be.
Hey,
but
Rogers,
Who's going to
Scott.
play up front? Then like a Rodgers or a Yildiz or someone like that. For me, works
Oh,
You
better.
can't get no
talking
Yildiz.
about.
You could kill a Yildiz. Like these ideas, Yildiz ain't going nowhere. That's Juventus prize poodle. He ain't going nowhere.
Yildiz was only a risk of being sold if they didn't get Champions League.
Yeah, the Yildiz thing is just like he's a great player and everybody will want him on his team. He ain't going nowhere. Like he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Bro, did Juve get UCL football?
Yeah.
But even if they didn't get UCL football, he's their prize fucking player.
Yeah. Also, Yildiz is getting a good contract right now. They're selling fucking what's his face? That bum fucking.
Joey, you got your mic?
Isn't my mic not on?
Check.
It might be a different one.
Check. See if it's going through your mic or if it's going through your.
It's going through my. How about now? Is this better?
Oh yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, good shot.
You know what I think it is with you, Joy? I don't think you have it set as your default.
I don't know how to set the default.
You wanna Windows?
I'll do it later. It's all good.
Yeah, if it's Windows, I'll show you how to do it later. Yeah, because I used to have that issue every time I came in and came out. Now, you got to set.
I don't change it though. Like sometimes it's the webcam, sometimes it's the. I just don't change it.
It's not. It's because it's not.
Big up Alexis in the chat, man. Big up. If you want the link, let me know.
Yeah, that prize. He's their prize poodle, bro. They not coming on for him like that. They're gonna hold on to him till they can get 100 million plus for him, and that's probably gonna be in a year or two. He's gonna be worth 100 million, and then they'll be like, okay, who's your highest bidder? Trust me, they are not selling him now. They're gonna wait till he's worth 100, and that should be about in a year. A year from now, that boy's gonna be worth 100. He's a problem. He is a fucking problem, and he's much bigger paws than I thought. I had only seen highlights, and then I actually watched him play, and I'm like, hold up, wait, this fucking kid is. They was in the line when they showed the players in the lineup. I'm like, hold up, that's fucking Yildiz. Like, hold up, no.
Yeah, and he's young still, so like, not even from a he can get better thing. He can physically. Can grow more. He can get stronger.
That kid, they not getting rid of him. They gonna hold him. He's gonna be next year. He'll be worth $120 easy.
Probably
easy. Watch. I'm telling you. His trajectory, how he looked, he was destroying Club World Cup, dominating Club World Cup, dominating like every game. Every game he was on the pitch, he was dominating.
He was Juve's best player last year.
Am I the only one who thinks big up boys?
No, big up.
Only one who thinks squad building wise, buying another left winger wouldn't be smart.
Can you tell me why?
You're not the only one that said that.
Scott said that already.
If I buy another left winger, then I'll have Gittins, whoever that left winger is.
Oh yeah, we have. I know exactly what point you're going to make, Daniel.
Next year?
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't be thinking about next. I be living in the moment, bro.
I think
if you're thinking about squad building, you can't live in the moment.
No, but I know with squad building at any moment I can get rid of a nigga. Poop, bye. We need space. So I hear what you're saying. No, what you're saying is legit. I'm just thinking ruthlessly. You know what I mean? Which kind of could be not be. Which also is also a route, but I don't think that's the route we'll go. But I hear what you're saying.
The issue we've got with the left winger thing is, if you wanted to do it from a squad building perspective, in terms of smart squad building, you'd either then have to go and get someone on loan for a year, so you don't block the whole Quenda thing.
Yeah.
Or you'd have to be okay with keeping Nkunku for a season and hope he's okay with keeping Nkunku for a season.
Remember this guy?
We had this conversation on our channel.
So like,
we had the conversation that
all the other things.
No, Garnacho is definitely an option. Don't get it.
All the other thing you could do, all the other thing you'd probably be okay to, which I think is probably what most of us would be okay to do, is you just have like Joao Pedro as the starting left winger, Gittins as the backup, and you keep Jackson for a season, which I think I'd be more okay with doing if that's the way you want to go about it with like the squad building. But like, I'm gonna be honest, the whole thing with the squad building thing for me is just looking at like positionally. We got to work out who's playing where, first of all. Because, like, most of us, when Joao Pedro came in, thought, he's going to be the backup 10, probably playing left wing. He played striker last game.
Yeah.
He played striker. So it's like, if he's going to be the backup
I think he wants to play striker, Scott.
Maybe, but like, if he's going to be the backup striker, then
position
need someone.
Brazil is wide open. So he wants that spot.
If that's going to happen, then do we have to think about who's going to back up Park? Like, it's just working out who's going where, because then you can work out where the hole is when Noni leaves. Because I kind of agree with what Jimmy said earlier. Like, if Esteval is going to be the backup on the right wing and Neto's got that position locked down, as much as I like him, you don't really need Kudus. Like, I like Kudus. Not me saying he's a bad player. It's just from a need. There isn't that need unless you are going to have.
That's why I said if we got him, he was pushing us to another level. I don't think people really understand.
What
like,
if it's this, Scott? Here's what that's where I kind of agree with the squad building part of the numbers, with the number of players that we would have for the left wing if we got another left winger. I kind of hear Daniel's point there, because like if you could look at it across the board, most people actually look at Quenda as a left winger at this current moment. Like it's actually being more, as much as he played on the right, like they're looking him as a left winger for us. I wonder if Pedro is not a fit for the left wing, and he's more fit for those central areas. Like he's either a striker, or he's in the 10 spots.
Yeah, I don't want him wide. I don't want him
wide. You know what I'm saying? Like him playing striker or him playing in those inside spaces, and then you get another wide player. That would make the most sense.
Joey,
alone for a wide player would make the most sense. But I do think. Can I just finish real quick? Because the whole Malik Fofana, me and Jimmy did this whole thing on my channel for the last 2 hours. But the whole thing with Malik Fofana, of like Fabrizio coming out and saying he's waiting for Chelsea, kind of makes me feel like the whole Nani situation is for us to wait for us waiting on actually, instead of replacing him, Nani, with Kudus, replacing him with Fofana.
He will also maintain same salary. What that say? Same salary.
Same salary structure.
Ex Chelsea. So he got a death row contract, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think
5 year. 5 year.
I think
there's 5 left on it.
There's 5 left.
Yeah, he's done.
Oh yeah,
he's done 2. Yeah. He got 5 left on it.
You know.
The thing I was going to say is I don't disagree with you. When I say about the Joao Pedro thing, I'm more saying from the perspective of looking at what I said earlier in terms of formations. And I do agree with what Jimmy said. I think going into the season is going to be what we were doing last season. I don't doubt that, in terms of getting starting, 2 wide wingers, whoever the right winger is, probably Pedro, Gittins on the left and go normal. But I'm thinking of a perspective of you then have Joao Pedro who can do doing this in the Club World Cup, or Palmer doing that one game, but like better in terms of what Nkunku was doing. And then you have him there, because then you've got that club in your bag. But like I said, it just depends on what the manager and the team are trying to build in terms of, because like if you're going to have Joao Pedro as the backup 10, cool, I'm fine with that. If he's going to be the backup striker, I'm fine with that. But then you just need to work out who's going to be backups and what.
The crazy part though about this whole situation, in my opinion, with the Kudus thing, is that West Ham just do not want to sell to Tottenham for anything under what
they want to tax the shit out of them.
Yo, like that's a thing. That's a thing that still is still kind of up in the balance, I would say, because like with the way that Spurs are taxing West Ham at this current moment, and like the way that the deal has to go West Ham's way for Spurs to get him, is making it just a tough situation in totality. Like it's just a tough situation. Like I think that Nani sale happens before Kudus happens. Still, regardless.
Yeah.
But still, that deal probably happens before the whole Kudus thing even takes place.
Yeah, I
and
think
bro,
West Ham's gonna.
We are, bro. You know how we are, bro. Like at any point, if we want something, we go get it. Like we haven't actually said we want Kudus. He's just a name on the list. Like, if we want Kudus and we want to get him, I don't believe that it would be something that would take something that's crazy. Because the add-ons right now is the biggest blocking point for Spurs, and they're not close. Like, they're not close. They're talking about add-ons to win the Champions League and to win the Premier League. Those are the type of add-ons they're trying to add on to the Kudus deal. And and West Ham's like, yeah, that's not happening. We ain't taking that shit. Like that's literally the situation going on right now. So I just would like to see this. I'm just gonna sit and wait on all this. This is like a specifically like we don't know what Chelsea's gonna do. Like none of us do. Like we know that we're gonna sell Nani Madueke. That's as much as we know. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you can say right now.
Well, I think we'll get an agreement sorted within the coming days. The way this is going. think the difference in valuation at max will probably be like 15 million. We'll just meet
Yeah.
somewhere halfway between that. I think
Yeah,
I'm going to be a
sure.
45.
We'll make it happen. This will make this will make
I
happen.
don't think
Arsenal.
Chelsea not bringing the number down to meet would be like cutting off their nose to spite their face. It wouldn't even make no sense. You bought Nani for 28. If you evaluate him at 50 and you can get 40 plus 5 or some shit, you take it. You take it. You chop their hand off to get that shit. Put the 90 in the bag. You know what I mean? It's not even. I don't even think it's that big of a deal.
That's because we have
Chelsea actually really want to sell him, and what I mean by that is they might have a hard line of.
I don't think we get Kudus. What I think is gonna happen is we're gonna get bitten on a Jorge Mendes deal for fucking Leao. If we were smart, we get Fofana. Like that's how I think the next player that we buy would be Fofana. That would be the smartest move that we could make outside of Rodrygo. Okay, like that literally would be the smartest move in my opinion. But if we're talking about like, I just can't see us doing anything big outside of a George Mendes move. Like I think George Mendes would push us into a Leao deal if it was 60 million, especially if he moved Felix off of for us. We'd probably be looking for something back in return to money in return coming back in through his pocket that way.
If it ain't Rodrygo to Bayern, though, I could see it be Leao.
Yeah,
because I think Leao in the Bundesliga would fucking cook. That would be insane.
He would be such an unstoppable force out there, bro.
Yeah, bro, in that social distancing league. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I can see them also thinking, nigga, going big. They lost Musiala in the middle of the park, and they still need a left winger.
Leao would be going big though.
No,
yeah, because Rodrygo will
going
go
after Rodrygo. Fuck y'all talking about Leao. Leao is fucking.
Well, they were linked to Leao.
I know. I'm trying to put in the air for Leao because I'd rather them leave Rodrygo for us to potentially snipe him.
Yeah, but that was my thing when me and Marshall at the fucking game. I told him that I said, Marshall, if Arsenal actually do come in and take Nani, that pretty much takes them out the left wing, out the wing.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
So I'm thinking, like, damn, who the fuck is gonna make a run at Rodrygo? Like, we would have to at least try.
Yeah,
because these fans keep talking about Rodrygo. Martin,
our link with Mendes is way too strong for us not to be in the
and then, but not only that, but just like what Daniel said, like it gives you a cause for the pause to think, and you could kind of hold off on another touchline winger. But my thing is, you got to get through this season. You have to get another winger to get through this season, whether by you purchase him or by loan. That's why I keep telling people.
I thought that was the big part in getting Joao Felix because he's versatile, right?
Yeah.
So the situation where I need him to play left wing, he can play left wing.
He can do it. That's what I'm saying. But even if they wanted to go out, let's say they wanted to go out on a limb and say, you know what? We're gonna get a left wing. They're gonna get fucking if they could get this fucking Garnacho bum on loan, they will do it. I'm guarantee you. Because it won't cost them nothing. It won't cost them a fucking thing. They'll put the same little $5 million return shit on it. I guarantee you, and they'll give it a try. And if it don't work out, back the way you go. But they'll give it a try. His name is not getting thrown out there for nothing. They will give it a try. The only reason I won't be worried about it because I know he ain't starting. At least I know somebody's in front of him. Somebody's in front of him. And if we got to go to him, then that means, whoever we paid for didn't work out. And that's an L on them. You know what I'm saying? But I would assume Giddens would be the starter and get every chance. Like, bro, like, if I know everybody watched the game, so Saturday, bro, Madueke just sealed his fate with me as far as being a starter. I'm like, yo, show me that you could be a starter, bro. He can't start for your team. He can't. If you're trying to be successful, like make a level raise up from what we was last year, Nani Madueke cannot be a starter. He could come off the bench. Like, if we get stuck with him, I'm not gonna fucking lose my mind because I already said if he's on my bench, I'm okay. I am fucking okay. But he cannot be a starter. He's so frustrating, bro. He's so fucking frustrated. I can't. He's just not.
Nah, I'll be happy to see the back. I'm not gonna front. Like That's kind of more of it. Like I don't necessarily like hate on the guy. He's just, like you said, he's frustrating, but I'll be happy to
Very.
see it. Like that's just like
He's a good bench.
be
player,
whatever
exactly.
color, be
Bang
whatever
average.
color you want to be in, bro.
Yep.
Like I'm cool with it.
Like, he's bang fucking average, and that's not a crime. It's not a crime to be a bang average prim player. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a.
You can still make good
it's in this
money.
world
You
for
can still make
motherfuckers
good
like
money and have
him.
a good career.
Shit.
Yeah,
He
we
scored
can still
11
make
goals
good money
last
out
year
of
for
that.
this team. 11. I don't give a fuck what you can say what you want. He scored 11 goals and had 4 assists. There's a place in this world for that. You know what I mean? There's a place in this world for that. But if he had to sit down like Harlem Nights, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Force would be a perfect move.
Monk, give me a sec.
Force would be a perfect move for him, actually. If they lose Alonga, it would be a good move for him.
It would be the type of move.
But shit, if they don't get
like
Alonga across the board line, fucking Newcastle should still be on the board for him. Like that's not like as much as you don't want to say it. Steve, that's what it should be.
No. Just no. You can't tell that to me.
You guys are there.
No.
It's not that you're not. Don't act like you're not linked,
Someone
bro.
else, sure. Someone else, sure.
No, but no, you are linked. Correct?
Nah, he's not really linked though. He's not.
Nah, he's been linked, Jimmy. That's
He's not though. Like yo, everything. Every time a nigga name is typed, I don't call that no link. This is a link. To me,
He's linked, but like they are actually prioritizing someone else in the
yeah, this is linked. These niggas is clearly going after Elonga. They ain't worried about no fucking Madueke. They trying to get Elonga.
If you don't get Elonga, to be honest.
They willing to spend all $55 million for Elonga. They ain't thinking about no fucking Madueke. Madueke's cheaper than him. So why would they?
Personally, you go and do that because whatever you do is what we're going to show to Arsenal when we want to negotiate for Noni. So that's fine. You drop 55, we gonna ask for 55.
He's a mid-table player, bro. That's just what it is. Like,
I don't know what ego are y'all talking about? That's what it's it's a color thing. When
that shit
and the ego y'all talking about,
bro. That ego thing and that snake bullshit I keep saying. Don't piss me off with that. Like.
Yeah,
that's bro.
Well, let's go. Let's go.
I didn't take none of them.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. He's black. He dresses a certain way, so he has to have an ego. He just has to. He's a black guy with money. The fuck out of here. He's never shown up. He's been benched because of lack of effort in practice. He ain't come out and say a fucking thing. He ain't say a word. He fought and got his position back. What we talking about? What ego? He's never shown nothing about no fucking ego. Fuck out of here. So who don't think they better than they is? How is he supposed to act?
No, Jimmy, there was one moment of ego. It was the penalty moment.
That ain't ego. That's fucking a player who want to score.
I know, but that's still ego.
Ego. No.
Wait. Let me add one point on this. What that was that fat piece of shit Pochettino not picking a penalty taker.
Sure.
Yeah, come on, ego. I want to score. What the fuck?
Ego doesn't have to be a bad thing. No, that's the thing. Like
no. Yes, it is. No, Joey. We're talking about ego in a bad way. So don't give me that and then tell me it's not a bad thing. We're talking about ego in a bad way. That's what we're talking about.
Like
this dude plays football. That's all he do. But y'all like to see a fucking black person with some personality and y'all styling that's ego. Fuck out of here with that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. And the reason why it triggers me because I got a son that's 20 and he's real flashy. He loves fashion. And he's humble as fuck. And people see him and think he has an ego. He had no fucking ego.
Well,
you young and you black, and people assume that. Oh, he must have. Nah, it's just young. That's what he is. He's a young motherfucker, and he flashy. He like to dress a certain way. When he's on the fucking pitch, he play football like the rest of them. Fuck out of here. Want to hear that shit about he got an ego. He got black skin. Fuck out of here. Who's the white player with ego?
Cool.
Fuck out of here. We'll never see that about a white player. He has too much ego. You never hear that.
That's true.
Fuck out of here, man.
Nah, you're right though. You never hear
right. I'm fucking 45, nigga. I've been on this earth long enough. Fuck out of here. You don't hear that shit thrown around as no negative.
I mean,
fuck out of here, man. I know what I'm talking about. That dude ain't got no fucking. That dude just play ball. He got his spot taken because he wasn't playing well in practice. We ain't hear shit about it until he got his spot back. He got his spot back, and the coach said, "I benched him because he didn't work hard, and he earned his spot back." That's when we heard about it. If he had a fucking ego, he would have been on his bitching, crying, complaining. Fuck out of here.
He's
crashing that shit.
You don't have to. It's not him crashing.
Dude ain't got no fucking ego. He's just a
Bro,
young motherfucker doing
Bro,
it.
people don't understand people, bro. It's not crashing. He's just talking his way, what he thinks, son. I do think if there's one player that I could say that White that has been called White and has been called an ego is Garnacho. Garnacho is the other person that.
Yeah, but look what he has to do.
Yeah, no, I hear it. I hear it.
Look what
he actually shows it. Yeah, 100%.
Fuck, we talking about? Look what he has to do. He has to really act like a complete dickhead for that. Nani Madueke put up a video of him looking at a phone. People like, look at him. Oh my gosh. That nigga is chilling. Yo, did you see him rapping? Yeah, motherfucker, you don't rap? Don't we all rap? Don't you rap? Who the fuck don't drive in their car and rap? Who don't?
I do it all the time.
Oh, so what the fuck? Well, he can't do it? The fuck out of here, man. I can tell you what it is. Y'all look at y'all see him with that bread and y'all be pissed off. If he was broke, y'all wouldn't give a fuck. He was a poor little motherfucker. Y'all be like, oh, look at the little black guy rapping. Oh, look at him. He's rapping. Look, he's spitting bars. How dare him.
He's got the nerve to go on nights out after football games. I mean,
how dare him? How dare him actually go to the club after a game? How dare him spend his money and enjoy it? Wait, man, fuck you. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. I don't give a fuck if you don't like what I'm saying.
Why does that look like Alexis? Why does your logo look like a lawyer?
Yeah, all these niggas get mad as hell when you really point out shit with racism. But they'll be the first to tell you there's no space for it. But when you bring it up, they're like, oh, I don't want to hear this. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut up.
Where did
you don't hear this shit when I'm around, nigga?
Jimmy, you're spot on, by the way, you know. Yeah,
when did people start using his ego as a yardstick?
I'll argue Palmer's got a bigger ego than Noni.
Well, Ibs, they've been trying to do that for a while too, by the way.
Well, they perpetuated it now.
Alexis,
there's been lots of little things. Like I remember, like Noni going on a night out after a game.
Yeah, I remember that one.
For months over it.
Yeah.
Like Noni is like what? Like it will just be the most random of Instagram stories or Snap stories that people just bring up and start calling him embarrassing and everything like that. He would be like one of the most micro-analyzed players I've ever seen off the pitch. It'd just be the most random shit that people would complain about with him.
Because he's inexcusably himself. That's why. He's comfortable enough to show who he hangs around with, wear flashy clothes, and people hate stuff that they can't associate with. So they expect to put people on the box.
They're jealous of. I'm talking about like these little cocksuckers in the chat who sit down and with like 900 fucking pimples on their fucking face, teeth fucking crossing over like a train track, ain't had pussy since the last time they've been in the Netherlands in the red light district. Those be the ones who hate Nani Madueke the most. Motherfuckers who got a life and living, they look at him and be like, shit, what was that party? I'd have loved to fucking been there. Y'all be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he went to a party after a game. He should be somewhere practicing. Shut the fuck up.
The biggest one was when Astrid Wet messaged Jackson and people were losing
They got mad that Jackson was trying to have sex with Astrid Wet. Would y'all rather him text you fucking weirdos?
Bro, I heard comments like, he has put the club in disrepute. You fucking virgins.
That's a completely different thing.
Football players move like this all the time. I've been telling people footballers are whores because they can be, bro. They fucking can be.
Hasn't shown us anything that actually should actually upset us. Like he just is being himself. That's it. That's it. That's all he is. He's just being himself, bro. Like that's the thing that's upsetting. It's like people are acting like he can't be himself. Like that's the fucking shit that's stupid to me.
And the
Like,
Astrid
yeah.
White thing is completely different because
Yeah, that's just a. I don't even want to
like
compare the same thing.
yeah, like
It's
forget the football aspect. If you work for a corporate entity and it starts coming out, you're having direct links with a porn star, your company could sack you.
No, but she's not a
Like-
porn star, is she?
She an OF model.
No,
Sorry,
you cannot. Oh, that's bullshit. What you just said is
You
bullshit.
know what I mean? That's
Professional
what the hell?
athletes have open relationships with porno stars in every fucking sport.
Hey,
what are we
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
No. What I'm
What
saying
are we
is,
talking
yeah,
about?
if you work in a if you
Oh,
work
we said
in what
Astrid
they call
too
like a
many
corporate
times.
role-
Big up Fatima, my
You
shit.
cannot fire somebody about who they decide to be in a relationship with.
you really
What are we
can.
talking about?
Hey, listen, my bro, there's nothing that's gonna happen if Jackson and Astrid got it on and had a nice 3-day fuck session. Nothing would have happened. Yeah,
No, but
I
when
think
what's
everyone
important,
just
Bro,
I
that's
think
like
everyone's just
telling
making a
somebody
big deal.
you can't be
Have
gay.
sex.
Why you gonna tell somebody they can't
What
be
the
with a
hell?
porno star? What?
no,
That
no,
don't
but
make
the
no
thing,
sense.
it wasn't that if he slept with her. The issue wasn't that though, was it? The
There's no
was that-
issue.
There
There was
was
no
no
issue.
issue.
There was no issue. That was the
No, but
point.
she was leaking videos and tagging the club. That's what the people had a problem with.
So what?
So
That's
what-
her
what-
doing. They can't
that's
do
her
nothing to
doing.
him for that.
Yeah,
What could they
that's-
You don't
do to
think
him
there
for
was a
that?
word
I
with
think
it?
we microanalyzed that situation and made a big deal for nothing.
What could they do to him for that?
Tell him to like simmer it down.
Tell
Don't
him
have
to
it
what?
out.
Simmer
Stop
it
having
down.
sex with
Simmer
women?
it down. You gonna tell me I went to simmer it down? What? Simmer
What
it
are y'all
down?
talk? Like, what do y'all really think? What do y'all hear what y'all saying?
Trenches
Y'all
out
think
here.
y'all can control a player's fuck life? Do y'all
No,
hear
but
what y'all saying?
Listen to this, yeah. So a couple of months ago, I think it was the Morgan. I think it was the Morgan
what?
Stanley CEO,
No.
right? So it was like a investment bankers. He was a
What?
DJ. He was a DJ. No, listen, like he was a DJ in his free time. Clients complained about that, and they were like, "We." And
That
the
has
company
nothing to do with
forced
a
him to step
football
down.
player.
No,
Nothing.
but I'm just explaining. Like in some
No,
corporate
we
jobs,
know that, but he's directly working for a company. He's not backed by a union. He's not backed by nothing. They control his every life. Yeah, I know those type of jobs. Yeah, they can say what you can do when it come like that. But they can't fire him by who he married. If he decide to marry a man, they couldn't fire him for that.
What if he decides to marry Astrid? You think you're gonna fire him for that?
No, they can't do anything.
exactly.
They can't fire
Wix-
you based
Wix-
on who the hell you want to be with. There's
I mean,
nothing
You're
they can
bringing
do
the
to
club's
Jackson.
name into disrepute, mate.
hey, listen, these clubs
When
control.
I
every
heard that, I
single
was
time
like,
these
yeah,
athletes.
we've lost it. We're putting the club into disrepute because in my text, gal. No.
Yeah, a bunch of
What the
weirdos,
fuck?
yo.
Ain't fucking Nicholas Pepe dating that porn star?
Ex-porn star, but yes.
Bro, that's what I just
Oh, yeah,
said.
definitely
Every
X now.
sport, there's
Yeah.
guys who date porn stars. What are we talking about? That's nothing. That's regular. That's literally
Yeah,
regular.
the
Pussy don't go to waste. Come on, man.
You know what I mean? What the fuck we talking about? Hey, yo, Jumbo,
I need a
whatever your
reminder of
name
the
is,
name,
shut the
okay?
fuck up, man. Look, that's why your Avi look like fatter. If he was fatter, fuck out of here. Y'all always get mad. Oh, you bring up race. Shut your bitch ass up. Nigga, black. That's me. When I feel like it, I'll bring it up. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Y'all sensitive
Well, the
bitches.
algorithm is definitely.
And most of y'all, I don't even get me started. Especially
banner
if
it,
you mind me. I'm definitely gonna bring it up.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
wrong with you? Oh, I get so upset when I hear anything about black. Shut up. You probably half of y'all say nigga 3 times a day, listening to rap in front of your mirror.
Yeah.
Yo, shut up. Shut the fuck up. You accept everything
Big up
about
Patrick
it.
again,
Shut
man.
the
Hope
fuck
you're
up.
good, bro.
Yeah, no, it's like I said earlier, just the way he gets, or no, I think either Lewis or Alexis said this earlier, the way he gets micro-analyzed by everything and scrutinized to a level that's more than anyone else's bullshit. Like, whenever he does something bad, it's ego. But like Alexis mentioned earlier, when Cole Palmer does something bad or does something that's a bit egotistical, no one cares. And I know I don't care because that's just him. And I like
It
the
should be
ego.
that way, by
And
way.
the issue is the issue that I have is I agree with what I think Joe was saying earlier. Even if you say, okay, let's say he has an ego. I don't think he does, but let's say he does. Why is it when his ego, quote unquote, is pointed out, it's always in a negative? It's never in a positive way.
That's where my point was going with it. It's
But like, why is it always when he has an ego, it's a negative? But when Cole Palmer has an ego, which he does, it's a positive.
When
Thank you.
I'm trying to think who else in the team.
Thank you, my point. Exactly.
When Enzo had an ego and was pulling out and putting up stinkers and being racist.
Racist. Say it, Scott. Thank you. Someone said it. The white man said it.
It was cool to some people.
Man.
All right, let him go. Let Scotland. Go.
When Cole was doing the ego thing, it was cool to some people. Noni, it's not cool.
The lap now is acting like a thug, just pushing and bumping people rather than playing football. No one said a word about it. No one said a word about it.
That's actually a great example. Everyone likes the lap shithousery like over Jackson's. So like,
not one word's been mentioned. And you know when Jackson gets those stupid yellow cards, he pulls them.
Hey, Lewis, someone want to say something? Go on.
Wait, does Scotty say he doesn't have an ego?
No, I said it doesn't matter if he does or not because the way when his ego is pointed out, it's always negative light.
Yeah, we can.
No, because every manager's had a problem with Noni.
Not every manager's had a problem with Noni.
He's only played for one
Did
club.
Poch have a problem with him?
I don't know. Poch had a problem with him at
Initially.
Tottenham. Yeah, Poch had a problem with him at Tottenham when he was a youth player.
Yeah.
Did he? I actually didn't know.
That's why he
about
left. Yeah, that's why he left.
that. Oh, it does.
Whoever the PSV manager though, I tell you what though, whoever the PSV manager didn't have a problem with him.
I think it was Ruud Van Nistelrooy and
It might have
maybe
been
Bosch.
whoever was before him. He didn't have a problem with him.
Forget they had the manager. I think they had a manager between Ruud and Bosch. I think.
And Arsenal wants him too. Why would they want the ego? Why would they want the ego?
Mm-hmm.
Especially when we know Arteta's a disciplinarian and does like every little scouting session on.
And you know for a fact he's got his
as well as
fingerprints
on the
all over
pitch.
this deal because he's got his fingerprints over every single deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, like it's just bullshit. It's just a bunch of bullshit, and it's just.
Did you not see the other day?
Fact that people don't rate him. That's where it comes from. It comes from people not rating him. But instead of it just being on a "I don't rate him" thing, they try and do this usual bullshit and try and twist it. Oh, he's a snake. You've got ego. Like, go fuck yourselves. Like, I'll be real. Go fuck yourselves.
It was the same thing with Lukaku. It was the same thing.
Man, we know the words, man. You little 15 and 16-year-old little fucking virgins in the chat can't tell me shit. Shut up. Shut up and learn. Okay? And you need to learn from me because I'm in a great spot in life. Because I could bang your mom and your oldest sister. So think about that. That's where I'm at in life. Your mom could get it and your oldest sister. Think about that. That's where I'm at in life.
Yo, can we say something before we got cut out?
So he's gonna be more than 63 million.
Huh? What was it? Every manager had a problem.
No, I think what he said.
He never played more than 3 games.
I think what he said about every manager had a problem with Noni.
Again,
there's no evidence of it. It's just Maresca.
And there's also, by the way, I need to point something out about that. Have you noticed how? And this is not me blaming anyone for this. It's just an observation. Whenever a player is leaving the club, look at what comes out in the media. Fell out with the manager, fell out with the players. He wants to leave. He's pushing for the exit. He's not happy. This, that, and the other. Like, why? How do we know he's got an issue with Maresca? Him and Maresca got issues. There's been one report that's come out. That's it. And I don't even know who the fuck it was by. I haven't seen sources. I haven't seen. Oh, it's Simon Phillips. Cool.
Simon Phillips.
That's it. That's come out that he's falling out Maresca. That's it.
That and like the old quotes from Maresca talking about how he wanted him to improve in training and stuff. Like those have been brought back to the surface again.
Lewis,
even that's not necessarily a fallout.
I mean the same kind of comments he gave to Reece James when he wasn't about the captaincy.
Oh yeah, asking him to be a better leader. Yeah. That's
and
fair.
24 hours ago, he literally said when Pice aggregated the comments incorrectly because he selected that one line that made Noni look bad and excluded the other part of it. He clearly said he was an important player for us, and he's played a vital role.
Yep.
Like people just like intentionally know what's going to be more like what's going to get them clicks, so they target that element.
Yeah,
like I said, it's the usual bullshit. Like if you want him gone, if you want him gone, like I'm happy for him to go, but I'm happy for him to go because I think we can improve on him, and I think that he hasn't improved enough to stay. But don't do the thing of he's a snake, he's got ego, fuck him, this, that, and the other. Like nah, just stop with that. Stop with that bullshit.
I just have a problem if he goes.
Y'all the same ones putting
monkey
emojis on the fucking sackers.
Hit me with that one.
profile. Bitch ass motherfuckers. They be talking, oh, it's nothing. There's no racism. Racism never happens. If they're not calling you nigger, it's not racist. Shut up, man. Put your monkey.
Ix, what were you saying, bro?
I just don't
What
want
you
to
saying,
go
bro?
Arsenal.
Why?
Just me.
I don't care.
I just don't
You're
want
still
him.
hurt over it, bro.
No, I
Come on.
don't know. It just irks me a little bit. That's all. That is nothing to do with nothing. Clearly, it's not his rate. It's clearly not a collar thing. Yeah, but yeah, I would prefer like a Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? Just not Arsenal. I don't know that.
I don't
Yeah,
want
it's
him at
really interesting that you
Newcastle.
say
I don't
that.
want
It
him
just
at
has a little
Newcastle.
bite me in the
because I
back
don't-
type of thing happening. Like this guy could just, you know.
Should be used to it, man. We sell a player to them every year.
I
at this
know.
point.
It's just. But yeah.
You know what my logic would be? If he's going to be a right winger behind Saka, go ahead. They're spending £50 million for a player that's not going to play. If he's going to be a left winger, I don't think he's
gonna
good
play
there.
because Saka's gonna be down like Frazier. He's gonna get hurt again the way they play that.
Nah, he's gonna play, and to me, this is the biggest point of if you're scared of Noni going there, I can understand. Is that Saka doesn't get a break. If there's a 6th round Carling Cup, a Carabao Cup game, he's gonna play. If there's a
he'll come off the bench. I've seen him bring him off the bench against like
Saka's injuries are like cumulative, right? He doesn't just he's fit one game, next game he's hurt. No, it's he's kind of hurt. Is he gonna play? He plays. Oh, he's kind of hurt. Is he gonna play? He plays. That happens for 3 or 4 weeks before he really gets injured. They can avoid that, right? They can avoid that red zone for Saka and like take him out. He doesn't have to play against Ipswich in the 5th round of the FA Cup. Shit like that. I do think it's going to help them and is worth 50 mil.
That's what I said, and everybody tried to shut me down. I said,
you can't
tell me it don't help because Saka just coming. Remember, his fucking hamstring fell off the bone, and they cannot play him like they did before. It's impossible.
They're gonna burn him out before he reaches his peak.
It's impossible.
If they keep playing him as much as they do.
They're gonna play him as much as they can, but as much as they can is not gonna be what it used to be. That bringing
unless
them
it's
off
on
the bench.
left, if it's on the left, they ain't getting Rodrygo unless Martinelli and Trossard leave.
Which I don't think they are because
I don't think they'll leave.
Trossard signed a new contract. I think Trossard signed a new contract.
I think both of them were in line for new contracts.
I don't know if Martinelli has. I'm pretty sure Trossard either has or
Martinelli signed at the end of the season before.
No, neither has. Both are in line.
Okay.
Like there was plans for new contracts before this summer.
Yeah, so the idea. I can't say it's not gonna help them if I'm okay with keeping Nani as backup, which I am. So yeah, it's definitely gonna help them.
I'd rather
don't
keep
want
him
to see
than sell him
Nani.
away, but-
I just don't want to see Nani in no big games ever. He could play in the smaller games and play it back. I have no problem with that. No big games.
Big up Prime.
I think the way I look at it is I think it will help them just because again I think I agree with what Daniel said. I think it means you can rest Saka more games for them. But on the other hand, them spending 50 million here means they're probably not spending or putting that 50 million.
That I agree with. That weakens up.
I'd rather get them 50 million and spend it on him. And okay, Saka gets a few more games against random non-league teams in FA Cup games, but then they don't sign Eze or they don't sign Rodrygo. Cool.
That's definitely that takes out of that kitty. Because if anybody thinks they about to sit there and spend 400 million on players,
the reason I think it's linked is because you look at how not frugal because they've spent money, but how selective they've been with spending money. I'll be honest. I think after Zubimendi, after Norgard, Kepa, Madueke, and then if they get Gyökeres, I think that's our window done. I don't think there's something wrong. If they do, I think it's like
Kudus.
I think it's like maybe some random no-name guy for like 10 mil. Is like the only other guy.
I heard that, Scott. I heard that.
I genuinely think they signed.
I think they'll go for Eze
and Gyökeres.
Where is my promised Kudus?
Yeah,
all of you prods.
As well as
it's not over yet.
Yeah, I can see Eze and Gyökeres, but I can't see Eze, Gyökeres,
and Rodrygo. If they do that, yeah, say nothing, Arsenal.
They would have to sell Martinelli. That's what it has to be.
They're not doing that, bro. That's just too much. I don't give a fuck if they sell Martinelli. It's just too much.
No one's gonna buy them wages. Martinelli don't want to go Saudi.
Yeah,
That's just too much, bro.
I'm putting
It's
it.
just too much.
I'm just saying that's what it would have to take.
Nothing wants to leave.
But does it mean
It
that
would take even more than that.
I feel like getting Eze for their squad is better than getting Rodrygo in, personally. That's how I think, because he covers two spots.
It definitely gives
He
them
covers
more
the left and he covers Odegaard. So because Odegaard sometimes is stinky, they don't, and there's nothing they can do there. If they get Eze, they can do that.
So is Kudus only one starting him? Is that not true or something?
No, like it's just they're the only ones that have dropped a bid.
No, that's not what Fabrizio said. Fabrizio said he only wants Tottenham. That's it.
Yeah, because they're the only
So why
ones
you
that have
come
bidded
ask
so
us if
far.
you knew already?
No, I said so. That means that's done. Like Kudus is
No,
not
it's
coming
not-
to Chelsea.
no.
No, it ain't done.
West Ham
It's
don't
the
want to sell to
Spurs.
Spurs.
It's
They'd
the
rather sell
Spurs,
to
Alex.
us.
He can get on
He got
there.
time.
He could get on there. He could be right. He could be going to the where they lift the jersey and change his
Okay.
mind, man, and
So
drive right.
I
to
was
the
listening. Hold on a second. I was listening to y'all, Jimmy, educate you on. No, not Jimmy. Scott was educate you what's the black culture is on YouTube, and Scott was educating everybody on who is and what. And my biggest problem with the whole scenario is it's always going to be like that. When the player is shit, they're gonna find something they don't like about him, and they will do that. Do you see what I'm saying? Everybody knew that what John Terry did, but because he was a high player, nobody said shit about it. It depends on what kind of player you are. If you're a big player, it will be less shit. People will be quieter about it. But if you're not as good, or you trying to be good, they will literally dump on you with everything they can. They find it. Did you see me finding it? Saying that he keeps pull pens down every time he does something stupid. Madueke. Why do you think I'm saying it?
This is not really the argument, though.
But that's I know. But that's what I'm trying to say. It's not the argument about who. It's about how player is good or not good, and
We're
the eyes
talking
of the
about
people
what
that
we
judge it.
run for when the player isn't good, bro. That's what we're talking about. That's what
No,
Alex, I
what
do
I'm
agree
saying
with you.
is, what I'm saying is,
and
there's
bringing
going
that
to
John
be
Terry one was a terrible example. It proves exactly
not
our
I was.
point. That someone that was actually racist did something racist, and people showed that they didn't care about racism. They didn't give a fuck. So that's what that showed me. So I don't know all this idea that I don't expect people to agree with what I'm saying, because somebody who was a Chelsea player did something openly racist, and Chelsea fans, black and white, ignore it. So I don't expect them to recognize undercover racism if they don't give a fuck about open racism.
Okay, I'm saying I'm not Jimmy. I'm debating. I don't think
uncomfortable. I don't expect to change them.
You see, I have a hard trouble thinking that that's with Madueke specifically. It's due to racism.
I know you will always have a hard trouble, but who feels it knows it. We can move on, bro. We can move on.
Okay.
Yeah, we can.
Another thing with Delap and Alex was brought up. Delap versus what's his name? Jackson. Yellow card. My problem with him, and I actually think that most of the people over here don't have a problem with Jackson physicality. Everybody had problem with Jackson getting yellow cards for his mouth. He was never literally get yellow cards for physicality. He was always in the referee face. And we've been saying that, stop freaking talking. Delap, nobody has problem with Delap the way he plays. But the minute he's going to start talking and talk himself into the yellow cards, it will be brought up. It will be. With Jackson, as a matter of fact, I like his physicality. And I think the majority of the fans likes his physicality. The stupidity of him sometimes overtakes. You can literally see it. You can see it when it's coming. You can see it because he keeps constantly coming to referee. And that's when he gets a yellow. He doesn't get yellow because of the tackles. He gets red cards straight for the tackles, by the way, because his head is gone. And I can tell you when Caicedo does it. Caicedo, sometimes you can see it's in his head, and you need to take the players away from it because sometimes their head is gone. And that's all it is. I don't think Delap, I was trying to say Delap, Alex's point was Delap versus Jackson was not fair argument because Delap was doing physicality just like Jackson, but Jackson getting yellow cards not because of physicality, but for his mouth.
Yeah, that's a completely fair point.
Y'all only
forgot
seen
about
the lap
that,
with these fucking terrible ass refs, man. These refs are horrible. These a lot.
By the way, another thing, the refs, yes, they do the defenders.
He's not gonna get ref like this in the Prem. He's not gonna get nowhere near ref like this in the Prem.
But Jimmy, you see the way Delap built he built bigger. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you know, I always said that Azpilicueta had advantage on him because every center back in the world was always bigger. So when you do that, you always look like you're abusing a young child when you do. Same thing with Sterling.
These little ass South Americans, and they fall over,
Sterling.
they ouchie over every little thing, and they get the call.
Same
that
with
shit
Sterling.
is not gonna happen in the Prem.
Same with Sterling. When Sterling was in the Premier League balling out, he was getting every yellow card because everybody looked monster compared to him. Like, can you imagine Sterling even lower his center of gravity? He's short. He's Kevin Hart on the field, and when he lowers his gravity, he even shorter than what he is. So he looks like. He looks like you're abusing a child, literally. If you're a center back,
if you lean on him,
if you lean on him, you look like you will. So all the time it will be looked that way. So Delap, it will be less because Delap is massive. Same thing with what's his name, Wood.
Pause.
But I'm saying is like I understand the other thing, but Delap and Jackson, I just don't think it's an argument.
Yeah, it's not the
specifically
same.
about the yellow.
I agree. Jackson cards were literally petulance, like in the ref face, kicking the ball away, stupid.
Yeah,
shit like
and it's always something stupid when
it was something stupid.
With the lap, it's like just.
It was like outside of the. It was outside of the game.
Yeah,
so you accept a yellow card that's like within the game. Because you can't take physicality out of the game. You can't take people intensity out of the game. Sometimes red cards and yellow cards are going to happen. It's the ones outside of actual play. Those are the ones that make you be like, come on, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't be upset about these cards because I've been watching football for too long for that. I've watched fucking Patrick Vieira and these type of motherfucking midfielders. How about the midfielders in Italy and Serie A back in the day? Like that's the football I watched. Like motherfuckers used to get their head stepped on. That was football. And I watched it get softer. So it's like it is what it is.
So you still think that we still have a chance to get Kudus? Because I'm not.
Yeah, it's always a chance until it's not.
Alex. Yeah, until he's holding the shirt, I'm gonna.
Hell yeah, it's always a chance. We've seen these things go too far. You know what I mean? Way too far and not go through.
So, before you move on topics, right? Just with the Delap and Jackson thing, and even you can add like a Joao Pedro to it. It's all about petulance, right? Because you can be petulant talking to the ref, and you can be petulant wanting to elbow somebody in the chest or do a tackle. All that to me is just petulance, right? And there's limits to it. Like the last game, the way Joao Pedro was playing was very physical, but he knew not to, not to cross that line. Where it's like everything I'm doing.
That's the thing, Daniel. That's the thing. You as a player, you know that you did wrong. That was the thing. Like, why would you push your luck? Like, you know that you did wrong. Your head is gone sometimes.
That's what it is, Alex. It's a lot of the times it's just uncontrollable when you're in the midst of emotion and playing the game.
See, that's the thing. When don't get me wrong, Jackson sometimes, based on how he been treated by other center backs, like little nudges that he did not like and he did not get called. Like, if somebody did it to Jackson, he didn't get the calls from referee, like the free kick and stuff. Couple of those in a row, all of a sudden Jackson's head is gone. He did same thing that he thought that he did somebody did to him. That's the problem with him. He does not know how to level that thing.
I think that people in our league now know that too about him. I think that's a thing. Like,
he has more cards.
You can kind of push him a bit. You push him around a bit, and you kind of get him riled up. Like, he'll lose his head.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was gonna say something like Costa used to do the same thing for us.
Yeah.
Difference
Yeah.
is Costa scored goals. Jackson doesn't score enough
That
goals.
was my other
If
point.
Jackson was scoring 18 to
That's
20
my
I won't
point.
give a shit.
If you
people
like
will let it
player,
slide. You
He also
you
understand?
didn't
like
have VAR.
But because he's not
You
getting
also
those
do have
numbers,
VAR.
it's like, bro, exactly. So it's like, bro, you're not scoring goals. You're picking up more cards than goals. Like, what are we doing with
And
you?
you're a striker.
You know what I mean?
What are
Like,
you
if
doing?
Jackson was scoring 17 to 20, and
And
you
you're
know
picking up
he was
cards.
getting cards here
that's
and
what I
there,
was trying to
we're
say.
gonna be
That
like,
if
I
Jackson
bet.
was performing, like for example, for the attitude he has, like you know what I'm saying, like what I'm
Yeah.
saying, that attitude is he gives to the referee. You know, like that's the
Yeah.
attitude.
Or even if you channeled that to centre backs, if you were,
Mhm.
you know, if you channeled it to centre backs, get in their head, like that won't be a problem. At least if you weren't scoring goals, but you run from your part in the up front all the way to the referee's position in our territory to come and argue to get a yellow card, and you haven't scored.
There's
What are you doing?
there's the one moment, I think, I don't remember, I think it was the last season. The argument was not even with Jackson. He was nowhere near the tackle or whatever. He literally came from the other side and
Yeah.
started arguing to get himself in a yellow card.
Yeah, what
I
are you
think it was
doing?
Pochettino that was in charge. And I remember I was asking, I think Pochettino is like a reason why everybody when Pochettino was there, Jackson wasn't the only one that gets yellow card. There's a plenty of people that get a yellow card for actual misbehaving, not for the play in football, like you know, aggressively or something. It was not
Yep.
really. It was for the mouth. It was for the attitude when Pochettino. And I think that I remember Jackson was like, he literally loses sometimes.
Between that and the amount of fouls Gallagher did.
Yeah.
Casado,
Well, you
I
see,
think it hit me was that
Casado.
penalty decision, that penalty against, was it Everton at home, where we made ourselves look a bit stupid. It was a penalty.
Penalty?
Yeah, was it that penalty at Everton at home when we won it and we were arguing? Who's going to
Oh yeah. Jackson and Noni were all, but that's because Poch never picked a designated pen taker.
Even still. Oh.
But I don't
players.
understand what the whole situation is like. When you show arrogance is the wrong thing. You wanna become a big football player, but you also need to forget about individuality sometimes as a football
Alex,
player,
and
young football
even with
players.
Delap, if he keeps picking up these cards and he ain't scoring goals, we're gonna get on him the same way.
Yeah,
like
fact.
Bro,
he's going
y'all
to
really
catch
know
smoke
it's
too.
not really a big big of a fucking deal. It's the stupid rules of a tournament. He's not really.
No.
He's gonna get
I'm not
yellow
even talking about this tournament. I'm just saying like going
But no,
forward, right? If
but
this
yeah,
was like the league season,
12 yellow cards over 38 games is not really that big of a deal. Like
He's
people acting
gonna
like,
get
oh,
yellow
yeah,
card.
yellow
for a
card.
striker, that's a
It's
lot.
like, okay.
Jimmy,
He
for a
played
striker, that's a
38
lot.
games, 30
Jimmy,
whatever
for a
games.
striker,
Like,
that's a
What,
lot.
two yellow cards in 38 games was a lot?
No,
No,
13,
he got
12,
He
bro.
got the
12.
most yellow cards in the league
Yeah.
last season. He got 12 and 38.
In 38 for a striker, that's a lot, bro.
How many
Like
games
that's
he
damn
missed?
near like 1 in what? That's like 1 in 4,
How
1 in
many
5.
did he miss?
That's crazy.
How many did he miss? How many games did he miss because of yellow cards?
I'm not too sure. I am gonna hold you.
None. I guarantee you, it's fucking none. So y'all
Like,
sitting there counting
look,
shit that
at the
don't
end of the
matter.
day, if my forward is getting cards and he's scoring me goals, I don't care. Like,
But
that's the ultimate.
also, context always matter with a yellow card. Context always matter because the amount of yellow cards that Caicedo was getting his first year that he don't get now, and it's the same tackle. Why? Because it's narrative of a player. If a player have a narrative of being harsh and rough, anything close, you know.
Again, I
Caicedo
think
makes
people
the
misunderstanding
same tackles now
again.
that he made last year. But what
Again.
happened? The fucking narrative behind how he's playing change. Referees reffing him fucking different. He's getting away with shit now.
The
that he was
problem
not
is
getting away with
again,
last year.
it's not the yellow cards, it's how you get the yellow card. If you get in a yellow card in the fight to win the ball or something football related, that's a different conversation.
That's what I said.
Versus
If you're just straight barging into
talking
people, that's just crazy.
if you just talking to the referee and get yourself to yellow card for it, that there's no defense for it.
Or kicking the ball away, or
Yeah, like there's times you see two players go aggressively for the ball.
Yeah.
One falls fucked up, the other one lands right. Yellow card. What you gonna tell him? Oh, don't get a yellow card. What? I didn't go there. I went aggressive. He just landed on his fucking head.
At the same time, if you know tactical fouls, player will do tactical fouls.
Exactly.
On
You're gonna
purpose,
get mad when somebody take a tactical
exactly.
foul?
Darrow's gonna say like, if he doesn't do tactical foul, what
You're mad.
Amnoni didn't do it. Why didn't you tackle him?
The year with Poch, nobody would make a tactical foul. It's almost like Poch did it as a fucking instruction. Don't make any tactical fouls because nobody would do it. Nobody. No fucking
By the
body.
way, I heard Arsenal is getting Gyökeres. Damn, we screwed. That's a proper
Get the
striker.
fuck out of here. No, he ain't screwed. He is not that guy. Y'all bugging. Y'all
Nah.
gassing this nigga up way too much.
He'll definitely improve them, but
Well, definitely. I don't know about definitely. He might. He might.
He'll improve. He'll improve them off the strikers that they've had. But will he be the 30-goal striker? I don't think so.
So
I don't think he's screwed.
I don't think he's getting the numbers that he's getting in Portugal. I'll agree with that, but he doesn't.
A lot of what Arsenal have to do, right, is they don't play off of the counter, which is where guys
they don't counter. They play possession ball.
drives off the counter, right? They don't play quick enough to play off the counter. Okay. The second part is they don't actually have any line breakers outside of Odegaard. So like the ball into Gyökeres is normally a line breaking pass that allows him to get into the goal. They don't have anybody out of Odegaard that can get him that ball. And most of the time, Saka's a lot wider for him to be able to get him that ball. Then you're talking about the crossing, okay? If you're talking about crossing, Zubimendi plays the ball. If you look at Zubimendi's passing map, it's this way. It's like this. He doesn't pass the ball through the lines. It's always like this.
That's true.
So if you I'm not forgetting about Zubimendi. I spoke about Zubimendi. There you go.
I think his top quality. I just waiting until see how he adapts at the Premier League.
The last point, right, is the crossing the crossing that happens for Arsenal is a lot of the times in the air. They're gonna have to change that into its entirety.
And that's where I was going. We sit here talking about Arsenal who play like fucking Stoke.
Yeah,
he literally play like Stoke.
Yeah.
Bro, he plays for his aerial percentage
like
is
fucking
lower
Stoke.
than Jackson.
So do I think it might not work out? Yes. Show me Gyökeres scoring goals like Stoke style fucking football. That's how they play.
He can't score.
Well, I hope it don't work out for him.
Nobody trying to diss them or even trying to be funny or banter. That's literally how they play. They play for corners. Yeah. They play for fucking corners. What are we talking about?
Jorginho's actually a better line breaking passer than fucking Zubimendi.
They don't even play that style. That's why I said it might not work. Not because he's not a good goal scorer. Look how he plays. Look at his fucking highlights.
That's a crazy stat. Yo, pull up Dangerous's comment.
Nah, you gotta find that out.
That's a crazy fucking stat, son. Yo, pull that stat. Yo, find that stat, bro.
Saka score more headers than Gyökeres. That's what they do. They cross the ball. I'm not knocking
That's
it.
a crazy fucking stat.
That's why I thought they wanted Sesko.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fucking mountain. That's why I thought they wanted
He's
Sesko.
a basketball player, bro.
He's a fucking basketball player. He literally plays back. He got videos crossing people over, dunking. He's a basketball player. That's why they want Sesko.
I heard something about him playing youth ball with fucking with Luka.
Yo, the kid is a baller.
This might be what you saw, Maldini. That would have been what you saw. I'm just trying to find the stat.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy. But no, I'm not saying. I already said, fuck it. If this dude get on, I think everything touch his foot be hitting the back of the net. But it definitely be on transition. It's never no breaking down play. He got somebody pinned.
He doesn't create his own shot that well.
Yeah, I don't. I don't be saying that.
Here's the big part. Here's the big part that people are missing.
Headed goals per 90, blood.
This is pointless. This is pointless. Because when
his headed goals is pointless for a team that crossed the ball in 90 times?
His headed goal thing is pointless because when Harris was playing striker for the season prior, because I think we're all looking at just last season.
Oh, fucking hell.
What else we going to go off of?
There are 3 seasons that they've challenged for the league, or the 3 seasons they've been.
But Daniel,
let him go. Let him go.
Progressed to this. He's progressed to this. He didn't change
He did
because of
progress. Last season
of
wasn't
me.
no progression. Last season wasn't progression.
No, but what I'm saying is his way of playing football developed to this.
No, them ones.
He didn't develop.
He didn't switch. Hold on, Daniel. He didn't switch to this because out of need, or he had injuries. When they started this season, they were spamming. They were spamming.
Yeah,
go on, Daniel. Let
Daniel go, bro, because I want to.
We'll let Daniel land. We'll let Daniel land this point. Go on, Daniel.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think last year was like Man City's year. You can't say Man City's football progressed year after year to what they did last year. Last year was just an anomaly of bullshit. Injuries, whatever you want to call it. That was poor. Okay. My thing is looking at the way they played the last 3 years, especially the year prior when Gabriel Jesus was their striker and then Havertz was their striker. Both those guys got an abnormal amount of chances and they missed. You can get highlights right now of Havertz getting transition chances time and time over and fucking missing. Big chances. He missed the second most big chances in the league behind only one person, and that was our guy, Jackson. So when I'm looking at that and to say, oh, he's style of play, he's this. If this guy's a finisher, all that is not going to matter because he's going to get as many big chances as he needs to score 20 or 25 goals. It's whether or not he is that guy. Yeah, I'm not sure if he is, but he's going to get those style of play or not. He's going to get 25 big chances this year.
I really hope he fumbles because he is a blood clot.
He's going to get 25 big.
I really hope he fumbles.
I don't disagree with you.
I saw how they played last year, and all
I really hope he fumbles.
I'll say that.
Yeah, but a lot of Marino's goals were headers. A lot of Marino's goals were headers.
Marino was their striker.
All of his fucking goals was headers.
A lot, no, not all of them, but a lot of them were.
But I'm saying all of them was their
striker last year. Style of play. I don't think you got.
No. I was talking to the chat, not necessarily you.
Bro, listen.
That's what I'm saying.
One at a time.
I'm not going to base my view of Arsenal's system or the way they play on a DM playing striker or a number 8 playing striker for them because they had injuries and all this shit. If they get Gyökeres, I'm seeing them going back to a little bit of what they did with Gabriel Jesus 2 years prior, even Havertz a year prior. That's what I'm looking at.
They have to show me that. They have to show me that. That's
I'm not talking like he's a bum.
I think you gotta show us everybody. Okay, well, Jimmy, would you say he doesn't get 25 big chances this year? I guarantee you he does.
No, but he don't. But nobody. He ain't gonna be 25 for 25.
I know that doesn't matter. I'm saying if he's missing, he's missing.
No, I still think he gets.
It
doesn't matter if he's getting big chances.
That's 12 to 14 goals. That ain't killing in this league. We talk about a player. We talk about a player going from scoring 39 goals. If he come here, how many goals he need to score for you to be like, yeah, all right, yeah, he doing this thing? How many?
By 18. By 18 to 25.
18 ain't fucking enough. I said the Lap should get 18.
If 20 league goals, you want Delap to get 18 Premier League goals?
I said I feel like whoever Chelsea starting striker is leading our line should get 18 goals if they're a better finisher than Jackson. That's what I said.
If they're getting the amount of game time Jackson got, 100%.
Yeah, that's my thing.
100%.
My thing about Gyökeres is not that he cannot score. I'm going by what I seen Arteta progress to. Mm-hmm. I watched what his offense was, what it was the next year, and what it is now. Each year, it progressed to being possession and locking down defense. That's what he did. That's what he does. I'm not going to assume he's going to go back to this freestyle football. I'm not going to assume that. I'm not. Now, I understand what you're saying. You're saying if they go back to that, he'll have a chance to kill. Oh, cool. But I don't think he's going to do that. Because I've watched week after week all the Arsenal fans saying, not even week after week, year after year, say, what's wrong with our attack? What's wrong with our attack? With the same players.
Nice to see you.
No, but they've not had a striker. No.
With the same players. It's not like the players changed. They're the same players. He just switched it up. I don't know why he did it, but he did.
I think he adapted to the fact.
I'll see you guys later.
See you, Rob. Bless up.
he wasn't blessed with an out and out number 9, so he had to adapt his attack.
If Gyökeres
Yeah,
is coming
if
to
he
a team
adapts
that
again, though, right?
that
Then
play
we
like
can have a
counter. I would think he would back because he's going to be on the go. Like him 1-on-1. If he get 1-on-1 and he do that shit where he cut in on his right foot, that shit is a lot of times going to be in the back of the net because he just don't miss. And to me, that's what that translates from any league. If you can get your shot off that you like and you good with that shot, the only person that's going to stop it is the keeper. You know what I mean?
I guess you got to take an effect.
I don't know he's going to get those attempts with Arsenal the way they played last year.
Not even just Arsenal, bro. I think just the defending in this league alone is so much better than like the Portuguese league. Like people will be throwing the bodies.
That's a given. That's a given.
So,
that's not even what we talking about. That's just like
There's good players that come from Portugal, so I ain't even really hearing that.
Yeah, it's
what it is.
That's a given.
Steve,
but
don't give me that shit with your Portuguese fucking bullshit ass team, son. Don't give me that shit, son. I'm not. We can have this argument all day, me and you. Your fucking league, that league is garbage, bro.
I think we're all arguing very, very different.
I'm not fucking hearing that shit. It's garbage. Fucking garbage league. It's the worst.
Is the Georgian league any good?
It's better than Brazil. Not better than Brazil.
Yo, that league.
That's fine.
That league.
Not better than Brazil.
That league. I didn't know that league was that bad, though. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know.
Yeah, my point is like
I'm not having no professional
Portuguese
footballer
league.
cannot make it in the Premier League.
The top teams in the league, your Portos, your Benficas, and them. Yeah, I didn't know the teams
in any of them leagues are your top player.
That's what I didn't know.
All right, Ibs and CJ, because they both wanted to say something.
No, I was gonna say with Gyökeres, right? Like for me, do I think he might get a few goals here? Yes. Do I think it's gonna be like them numbers is racking up in Portugal? Probably not. Like if I had to put money down, like the amount of goals he would score, maybe between like 16 to like 21. But that's just what I think.
Anyone in the league last
I think 15 to 18 is pretty where my mind is with this guy.
So,
I don't think he
league goals, yeah.
I don't think
league goals,
yeah, Premier League.
Me on my hating shit, I've been saying 12. I was joking, but I'm sticking with it. 12.
Because I don't think he's as bad as we're like. I think people.
12. I said 12.
Jim, like people are making it out to see like with like the way that Jimmy's going is like where I'm talking. I still think he's a good enough player to get 15 goals.
Yeah, I'm hating.
I don't expect this league to. I don't actually think this league defending is as good as that.
It's not.
Yep, 15 to 18, just like the lap. I don't think
that nigga getting 12. That nigga getting 12. They're gonna put that dumb mask on 12 times. That's it. 12.
I hope.
You know what they're gonna be? They're gonna be the goals that don't matter. Like when they up 2-0.
I hope he gets Arteta.
They're gonna be up 2-0, then he score, and they're gonna be like,
yeah, we'll see.
I hope he goes on a goal drought. I hope we don't get to see that till like I don't know December.
Exactly, Benji. Havertz outscores him. He might come eat bench. Fuck y'all talking about. Arteta loves fucking Havertz.
That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
That's right. Let him have one bad game.
Whether Gyökeres is there or not. I'll say that.
Yeah, Havertz gonna play though. Havertz gonna play.
He'll be in the 10 or something.
I feel bad for other positions. Other positions. No, Gyökeres is gonna play striker, but somebody is gonna be getting moved out their spot for Havertz to play.
Yeah, that was
yeah. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, Gyökeres is gonna play striker. You can forget about that. He's gonna be up front. But yo, somebody gonna be getting moved, bitch. Get out the way. Yeah, Havertz gonna be stealing somebody's time. Somebody's time. He likes him too much, bro. What?
You know how people say you can't spend. You know how people are like you can't spend 50 mil on like a bench player. Well, either Gyökeres or Havertz, one of them is going to be a bench player, and they cost over 50. So
well, Havertz cost 65.
Exactly.
And Gyökeres is going to cost probably about the same thing, or maybe even 70. Who knows? So
yeah,
that's
so.
Where people
that's not
saying,
a bad.
why would you?
The reports I saw in Sweden are saying he's going to be the highest costing Swedish player ever. And I looked up Isak's number, and Isak was 63 million pounds. So
it's going to be over that
number.
So the whole thing when people be like, "Oh, you can't spend over 50 mil for a bench player," yeah, that's cap. You spend what you need for your team.
No, when they signed him,
I was
Sorry.
What not?
That's It's disingenuous. When they signed Havertz, they didn't sign him as a bench player. It was as a starter. They're signing Gyökeres now as a starter. Not as a bench.
Oh, it's got next.
I was going to say, CJ, while I don't disagree with your point, using those two Arsenal players as the example was not the example to use. Because the reason why they're buying Gyökeres is because Havertz reeks. Like, he stinks of piss.
Yes.
Like, he's actual bin juice. That's why they're buying Gyökeres.
Yes.
Because he's bin juice.
So, and to add
That's
to that,
not the example you think it is.
No, no,
that example.
Just quickly, bro. Hold up.
Dumb
Dumb panel, right? Wait. Dumb panel, right? Havertz is a midfielder.
Yeah, you're smart. You're
well done, mate. Well done, mate. Well done.
You mean fat fuck with tits? That's what you are. You're a fat fuck with tits. Get out of here.
What an own goal, mate.
FFT. Fat fuck with tits.
Fucking hell.
Oh, Havertz midfielder. He's not a midfielder for country or fucking club. You stupid.
Yo, anybody saying Kai Havertz
Even
is
Germany playing at the
nowadays,
fucking
bro,
9.
You're just living in delusion land.
Even Germany. Am I lying?
Bro,
Germany plays him as the 9.
How much you want to bet Arteta changes his formation to play Havertz and Gyökeres at the same time?
Yeah, they did. Lewis, you're correct.
Like, Arteta's
You saw my vlog when I saw the dude with the Havertz kit?
Plays up both.
Oh, yes. Oh, what, Fab tweet?
Fab tweet?
Oh,
What
don't
Fab talk about? It better be about Chelsea, motherfucker. We don't want to hear about nobody else.
Gyökeres has accepted to give up $2 million from his salary in order to.
I don't care what he wants to give up.
Oh, man, we don't give a fuck about that. They ain't
Fuck what he
Chelsea
wants to
dudes.
give up.
Who gives a shit?
Yo, this guy's meant to be one of the most fucking sought after strikers in Europe, and man's got to lower his salary.
You gotta lower his salary. Come on, man. Does he got like a bad knee we don't know about? Something ain't right. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Something's not right.
Like, it can't be all of us that see this and be like, yo, what the fuck?
Why is he lowering his salary?
Because they can't get the deal done without it, bro.
But I'm saying, why this dude not in more demand? I don't know. This shit crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
I said this shit months ago, so I don't want nobody to throw it's hopium, copium. No, smoke a dick.
Why wasn't everybody in for Isak?
He's on like what 40 something K as
fucking
well.
100 goals.
He's on like 40K or some bullshit. What the fuck?
Isak scored 9 goals the year before he came to the Prem.
Yeah.
This dude scored 39 last year and like
He's on
99 the year
He's
before.
on, no, wait, stop. Man's on 38K a week and he's got to lower his salary?
Salary demands.
What salary? Or maybe the salary demands. Yeah. It gotta be.
No,
the
it's
salary.
saying give up $2 million from his salary in order to facilitate negotiations.
I wonder what that means.
It's not
from his salary.
Obviously, whoever wrote that, Fab don't speak English.
Yeah, that left out something. That something left out, 'cause that don't add up. That don't add up. Yeah, that don't add up. Yeah.
Yo, quick question: if we sign Kudus, right? Who starts between him and Neto?
We don't know.
May the best man win. Well, you got Neto could play on the left also. So, yeah, they both could start with Gittins being the backup option on the left.
I was gonna say, sorry, Lewis, just to quickly cut in, that Fab tweet, like that's not physically possible. He makes just under 2 million a year currently in pounds.
Yeah, that don't add up. I don't get it.
He makes 38K.
That's so fucking funny, son.
Lewis.
All right, go on, Scott.
Yeah, that has to be the funniest shit
38K a week.
Hold on, let him go. Go on. Well, let's go, land.
But 38K a week is 1.97 million pounds.
Yeah, that don't add up, bro.
That's quite literally not possible. He would be playing.
Oh, we gotta use common sense.
No, he owed him money. He owed him money. He now owed Arsenal money to get signed.
He wrote it wrong, obviously. He don't speak English like that.
Yeah, he got to pay Arsenal to get signed. Basically, what they're saying, he got to pay Arsenal to get signed.
He probably wanted 300 and something.
To pay for his own
he probably wanted like 3 bags and then took it down.
Now he's taking 2
bags.
Well, he probably wanted a bonus. That's all, some type of bonus. And they like, yo, we need to take 2 million off that bonus. I take it off. So I could come here and do this stupid mask.
2 million is about 38K. That's how much we know now. It's about 38K.
Yeah, 38K a week.
That's what we know.
40K a week.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna get it, man.
Going down from 250 to 200. That's what he's doing.
And what they gonna pay him a week? About 3? You think?
Nah, 2. It'll probably be 2, bro. A 2.
Why would he come there now and make Havertz money? You crazy?
He's not making Havertz money.
He can't
Why?
make Havertz money, bro.
They don't want to
They
pay
gotta
him.
rebuild the fucking restructure this shit, bro.
Yeah, you restructure by getting the big money out or getting rid of the big money. The big money can't be there.
Whether the big money is out or not, just like Sterling, right? Whether or not Sterling's going.
Yeah, but it was out. Like you ain't have the big money wasn't in their face. He was gone.
Yeah,
the reason why they get the
imagine he
motherfuckers
gets
out
money.
there.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
PSG have made contact with Rodrygo. Man, get the fuck out of here. Wow, they got 900 wingers.
They don't line as wingers. They don't even play striker. They play
They don't
all
even have a
wingers.
striker. All they got is wingers. He gonna
Yeah,
leave there to go there.
5
He
wingers.
really ain't gonna play.
They play
Bayern.
five
He
wingers.
made contact.
I think Bayern's going to sign him.
No,
But-
we're not serious. No, we're
Saying
not
that from the
serious.
leg broke.
Not serious.
I said Bayern Munich on the phone right now. Right fucking now.
No, we ain't.
They
serious.
needed a left wing already, and then they lost their creative man in the middle. They're gonna have to fill that middle with somebody, and they're gonna get Rodrygo the
January.
And Mane deal is it kind of slowed down too from you guys, from what I heard.
Musiala is going till January, so I do expect him to.
He's way past January.
I think way
Yeah,
past January, bro.
I think the minimum was 5
4
months.
months.
I say 6 months, 7
Well,
months. You got to give him.
I think the issue
Rehab.
for him is the broken because he broke his whatever that.
Yeah, he
is,
broke
I
the fibula and dislocated the ankle, which the dislocated ankle is not that big of a deal. Even a clean break is not that big of a deal. It's the ligaments. It's the couple of ligaments, whatever the ligament damage.
I think it's too early to tell,
They
bro.
said this was the best option in terms of injury wise that he could.
Yeah,
get.
and a clean break always,
If that's
especially when you that young.
yeah,
Yeah,
if that's the case,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll do stem cells on it. He'll be back.
I'm
Like,
gonna be back by January. You guys, January is 6 months from now, bro. Like that's 6 months.
but I always give it like 60 days of wiggle room from the.
I know
from
they
the
said it
heel.
was 40. They said it was four months, right? I gave it an
Yeah.
extra 60 days. So
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay,
Oh,
they
I thought
already
it was
said 4
5
and
to
another
6.
2.
That's what I heard.
So that
I
means it
heard
was a
5
clear.
to
If
6.
they saying that, Daniel, that means it was a clear break. And whoever
Yeah,
reported
that means,
ligaments,
like,
they don't know what they're
best-case
talking
scenario
about.
happened for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no ligament damage. It can't be no ligament damage.
Yeah, that was the report. The report was that.
Yeah, that's what I said. The report that I saw, it said no. It didn't say nothing about ligament
A
damage.
bit
You
of
know what I'm
magic spray and he'll be fine.
4 months.
It's crazy.
January.
saying? Man, fuck Manuel Neuer and what he said. I thought what he did was some bitch ass shit. Try to talk bad about Donnarumma. Fuck out of here. Donnarumma went for the ball and
He's
fucking.
he's just emotional, bro.
Yeah, like get
Yeah.
down, get all them, get
Yeah,
bitch
listen,
ass emotions
listen.
out. You don't say
Listen,
shit like
hold
that
on,
because you
hold
got to
on,
know how
hold
these
on,
fans
hold
and how
on.
people are.
It was a
If
freak
you gotta
shit
accident.
like that.
right now.
I don't know why people are going on.
Neuer is what? How old now? 38?
Yeah,
How old is he? 38, 39?
He's
Yeah,
old
yeah,
like
I
these dads.
look
Yeah,
at it.
he's
He
old-
probably look at it the
old
same way
enough.
I did. That could be my son.
He's old enough to be Musiala's dad. So he probably
Yeah.
looks at Musiala like, yo, that's my like.
That's my son. Yep.
Yeah.
Shit.
doing
But I felt like I got inside. I got emotional when I saw that shit. That shit fucked me up.
When I saw the interview, I understood. I'm like, oh, he's emotional because he sees him as like his little bro and
Like his
sister.
little man. Yeah.
That's why he's got.
But it was still reckless what he said to me. It was reckless. It was reckless
Yeah.
what he said.
Yeah, but I get it though. He was emotional.
Yeah, yeah, Noah did break his leg. Oh shit, we left that out too, Daniel. He broke. He know what he about to go through. He broke his leg. Remember, he broke his leg skiing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that probably triggered him. Yeah, it triggered him. He probably mad as hell like that tree
Yeah,
he
he
ran
probably
into.
mad as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking tree that took him out.
He couldn't even
Well,
like, when he came back. He couldn't even kick the ball properly. Like they were having moments where they were having to get guys to kick goal kicks for him because he could not kick the ball properly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
Donnarumma ain't do nothing wrong. Musiala actually put himself in that danger for a ball he wasn't gonna get. That was
Yeah.
stupid.
It was a freak accident. Donnarumma wasn't.
Yeah, Donnarumma did what he's supposed to do. Get the
Yeah,
ball.
but if your dad sees something, you
Oh, I would have snapped, bro. I got emotional. If that was me, I'd have been
I'm not
crying.
saying
I would have watched my kid like that. I'd have been crying.
double his age.
And to me,
I
it
do
was more
wonder
of
if they
him
give him
actually showing physical
5-year
pain
deal
too.
or not. I
If
do
you see
wonder.
players break legs and stuff, and they don't even feel it, they just be there holding it. He was screaming. That mean that shit hurt. He hurt. He was in
Nah,
fucking
it
pain.
wasn't Pickford to Van Dijk. Pickford fucking put his leg out and like knew what he was doing, bro. Like he
Plus,
knew
that's
what
a
he was
derby.
doing.
Plus, that's a derby as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, I can't blame Pickford. That's a game. Yo, don't put your foot, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's a derby, man.
Yeah.
Like that. That's the one thing. Like,
he wasn't trying to hurt him, but he's definitely trying to leave.
yeah, that's like,
leave him hard.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if I'm watching my Giants play the fucking Eagles and somebody get a concussion, I'm like, scrape that nigga up, get him up. I don't give a fuck, scrape him up.
I hear it though. I hear that shit though.
Yeah, put that nigga under the tent. Check him out under the tent. Get this nigga up, man. Fuck y'all. Commercial. Fuck we going to commercial for? Scrape this nigga up, man. Yeah. Scrape him up. Yeah, Mateta injury was nasty. That nigga ripped his whole ear off. That shit was well, not the whole ear, but he ripped that bitch clean off. But that shit back perfect. His fucking surgeon was a beast. Cause I seen the air the other day. I saw the air. That shit is like back normal. That nigga's a beast.
That ass, I know what you're talking about. I did see his ear afterwards.
He went to Saudi Arabia.
That shit did come clean the fuck off.
Yeah, that shit ripped like his shit was ripped. That shit was dangly, like
yeah,
spikes to the air, bro.
Let me go through a few of these super chats quick because they've been here for a while. Big up to every one of you guys that have donated still. Big up to BK says, get Antonio Silva, Benoit, and Disasi gone. We aren't even going to hear outgoings in the centre back sort of Club World Cup.
Antonio Silva's not that good, by the way.
Yeah, nope.
Agreed.
I was about to I meant to link you and ask you about Silva too, because I keep hearing people bring his name up. I'm like, wait, I know this dude watch every Benfica game.
He's had a good tournament. He had a decent tournament, but last season, not good. And I feel for him because Otamendi's also trash as hell. But honestly, yeah.
We should do it.
With Silva,
Steve, I've got a question actually.
Big up BK though, my God.
Steve, I've got a question actually. Just
center backs is better known for the fucking passing than the actual defending and
defense. That's what it is. Okay, he's one of those. Okay,
he has
one of those.
passes that he plays. That's fine, but like his positional awareness at times, it's. And again, I feel fun because he's playing next to Otamendi, who has none of that. I just he's not a high level player.
Steve, I've got a question. Just to run jokes and just to run agendas. How's Thomas Araujo doing nowadays?
Again, another player that like I heard some hype about, and I'm like, why? Why?
Araujo.
Well, I keep saying this shit to people like what happened, Steve? And then he look at me like, oh, I'm crazy. You don't watch that league. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Like, I know who's good in these fucking leagues. A lot of these guys are fucking mistake prone. That's why they in these leagues and back threes with fucking Otamendi around them. Fucking the only guy who actually has a brain in the back line.
Otamendi has no brain.
No, but he's the only one in the back line that does have.
Italian CD, man. Which one? Newlands? Who you want?
He wants Scalvini. I know Sean wants Scalvini. That's what he wants.
Yeah, Newcastle. Apparently, we're linked to
Atalanta.
Scalvini's old, but he's fucking injury prone as shit.
Yeah, he's just come off an ACL.
He's so injury prone, bro. Like,
we just had to deal with Fofana, Newlands. Nah, bro. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, man. We just had to deal with Fofana, man. Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, bro. Didn't he just come off of ACL this year? That's what I'm saying.
And Gasperini.
Well, I think he got it last. I think he got it the season before, but was injured for like through this season, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Look,
I take the risk. End of last year, and it went into this season.
Yeah, I think it was either end of last year or in preseason he got it.
I'll take the risk on him because I think we need center backs like that. But it does give.
I think you guys can afford to take.
The eye for the talent is right. The talent is it is 100% there. Okay, don't get it twisted.
Yo, did y'all see the picture and N'Golo Kante in the suit with the New Balances on? My nigga?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He literally has not had a full season since he broke through. Not one full season.
Yeah.
Like,
did you not love this dude, man? He don't even know how to like. He's just like,
Italy, son. Like, that's it. Great defender, great player. Just can't.
Everybody get ready. It's game time.
That's what. I want Hincapié. That's who I want. I'm going to stick with Hincapié. I'm still praying that Hincapié is going to be the player that we get. I'm going to still pray for that. That's the one I want. I hope that happens. Anybody who gets them gets a quality fucking defender.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Big up to Connor saying we should get a left half space 10 like Xavi Simmons or like maybe a Morgan Rogers as well, for example.
No, thank you.
Rodgers would be the one.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Yeah, I'd hear Rodgers at least. Big up Twinny. He says, Fab on YouTube, there's quite a difference in Chelsea's valuation, Arsenal's valuation for Madueke. 25 million plus 5 for Madueke. Take it or leave it. Nope, you are going to drop 45 plus 5, and then we will say thank you very much and happy purchases. No refunds.
That's not. See, you just made those numbers up, bro.
Big up you, man. Big up.
He literally just made those numbers up because you see how the quotes stop.
Yep. Yeah. No, that one.
You don't know what the fucking numbers are, bro.
He's saying that's what he'd accept.
No, stick to stick to the comments in YouTube, my friend. Thanks for the super chat. That's literally what it comes down to. Like, I don't know what what is this shit?
Yeah, big up 20, man, but 45 plus 5. We'll take that.
Yeah, we already heard it was 40, and Arsenal wants to pay 40. We want 50. That's what we heard.
Nah, 20, you won't get your 25 plus 5. You won't even get 25 from us.
Also, sorry, this is where some people are thick as shit, like are genuinely stupid. Why the fuck would you accept him on a lot? One, like, why would you accept it for 25? Like, when you see other players,
the YouTube comments, my guy, that's what I mean, bro.
When you see other players moving for more than that, like, why the fuck would you accept 25 for him when you can get more?
Exactly.
Yo, one of your theories about to get
big up 20 though. Appreciate the donation.
Aston Villa looking like they in for Savić.
Who's that from?
Jackson ain't
trying to
going in.
What are they trying to fix anything? When they're trying to fix their wage problem.
I still said Ollie Watkins needs to be sold before Jackson moved that way.
Yeah, but if they're going for Savić, they
but Savić is a
breaking news. Aston Villa decided to play with 10 men in every one of their fucking games.
Let's go. What were you gonna ask?
Who reported that?
I've never seen it before. Oh my god.
Who reported that?
Yo, but I don't know. Here's the thing, though, Steve. As much as you want to
Villa stand,
Emery has a knack for getting things out of players.
Aston Villa from the stands.
Oh,
this Josh. Oh, yeah, Villa. This Josh. Yeah, it's Josh. If this Josh is real linked.
But like he must have a source that he's finding it from, like a reporter.
No, he might. But the reason I find that odd is because that would literally, in terms of the PSR stuff, would fuck them up even more with how much.
No, but Savić is not getting that bread. They about to terminate his contract.
Yeah, they're gonna pay his contract out.
Yeah, so it's not. He's not coming in on that.
He's gonna come in on some dumb low.
He's gonna come in under their fucking pay scale.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, Emery has a...
Zaccadello Sports. Those are the ones reporting it.
That's reported it? Okay.
That guy ain't scoring more than 10 goals if he joins.
Yo, if that.
He's scoring like...
And even then, it's just a monitoring thing. It's just a monitoring thing. Villa are attentive to his situation. That's it.
Player. He got no mentality. He don't use his physicality. He cries like a little bitch. He's not...
for how big he is, he's not a physical player at all, bro.
No, he could
be a big motherfucker for you to be. You too big to be fucking acting the way you acting, son.
Huh?
He's too big. Pause.
Yeah, he's a fucking he's
pause, bro.
I'll be real. Like, but unless they're gonna keep Watkins, going to Villa would be a weird one as well because he spent an international break just moaning about how he preferred to play in a 2-striker formation. If they sell Ollie Watkins, he's going to be playing by himself.
They're selling Ollie Watkins, bro.
I think they are as well, especially if they're getting Savić. Like, I don't think they keep them both.
Yo, so Arsenal's
they need 2 strikers. They don't only have one.
Arsenal's about to get this nigga for 60
for being that big,
£60 million with add-ons.
What a hell of a downgrade.
Gyökeres is going for the cheap.
Who said 45 million pounds?
For who?
What did you say for Gyökeres?
He's going for 55, about 60 million plus add-ons.
That's including add-ons.
No, 65 million euros plus add-ons. That's basically 60 million pounds plus add-ons.
Yeah, that's right. That's about right.
That's
the The negotiation, remember the handshake
enjoy the game, man.
that they were talking about?
What was the holdup? I'm trying to. So what was the fucking holdup?
Well, no, I think the holdup was the deal was that he was going to get sold for 60 million, but I don't know if that included add-ons or not. Whereas this might be like 60 mil plus like maybe 20, 25 in add-ons.
Mm-hmm.
So like the whole deal might end up coming to like 80 or something.
Yeah.
But the actual like
add-ons and everything.
Yeah. And it must be favorable add-ons as well, because especially with how
I understand the clubs are discussing the initial 65 million plus add-ons, 65 million euros plus add-ons. Structure is going to be important. Ben Jacobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This thing is cheap, bro. This thing is cheap. Him and that dumbass.
Bro, nobody else wanted him, bro. Everybody else, the only other team that wanted him was United.
I was about to say what United wanted him.
Big up SSJ. He says Ruby Rose at the Emirates. They should be grateful. I mean, Fairs. Jackson will bring her back to the bridge, though. Big up, Jackson. Big up, Scotty Cadet saying, big up, fam. No more brain cells after a long bike ride today. Just want to say thanks for the news updates, and I'm sad to see Noni leave. I understand the financial benefits, though. Welcome, Gittens. Again, every word I agree with. Like, Noni, I won't be sad to see him go. I won't be, like, necessarily jumping for joy. I just...
that Juve kit is cold.
But... yeah, best of luck when you leave Arsenal. I hope you fail over there, though. I'd be so real.
Bro.
A big up, Scotty, man. Hope you enjoyed the weekend. Always great to see you pop up. God bless you, man. And Ian says, who would you want to face in the final? I think we can do it. So both of them going to be difficult tests. I'll probably lean a bit more towards Madrid. But both of them are going to be big tests for us. If we even make
I don't actually care either of them.
Yeah, I'm not too fussed, to be honest, but I'd rather play PSG. I want to play.
Yo, I just thought about something. Why would Rodrygo leave Real Madrid because he can't play on the left to go to PSG where he can't play on the left?
Yep.
He's not starting over Skillisville, whatever the fuck his name is.
I was waiting for you to say that name one more time.
Skillisville. Yeah, that's an NBA player, actually. I'm sticking with that.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious. He said Skitishville, son.
He can't start over Skitishville no day. The fuck we talking about?
And Jimmy, even if he does, they're not paying.
But he's not. We do know he's not better than Skitishville, right? We do know that, right? Can we agree on that?
Jimmy, let me for a second. Let's play devil's advocate and say he does start over Kvaratskhelia. Why the fuck would you have spent 65 on Kvaratskhelia to then spend 100 on Rodrygo in 2 windows in a row? How does that make sense?
And you just won it all with him. What the fuck?
How does that make? He was the best left winger in the world. How does that make sense?
What the fuck? I don't get it.
Fucking makes sense, man.
That shit don't make no sense. I'm reading this report. I'm like, hold up. This makes no fucking sense. Skitishville can't play for them. Nah. Desiree Doué is a fucking beast, bro. Did y'all see his goal? Oh my gosh.
Great.
Oh my god. Yo, this kid is man.
The chat is typing out how you say it, bro, and everyone is more and more funny, son.
Yeah, Skitishville, yeah. It was an NBA player named Skitishville, and that shit started with a T. His name was T.
I know you.
He played for like the Nuggets. Skitishville, man.
No, I just can't.
Man, like schizophrenia, bro.
Yeah, yeah, Mad Genius know who I'm talking about. He used to play for the Nuggets and shit. Skid marks. Yeah. I'm going in on the names. Yeah.
Yo,
I think he should. He's lucky he's a good player, man.
That kills me, son. That's the way they were trying to spell it.
Glock. That's what y'all calling him, Glock 9. Who's Glock 9? Gukaris? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Give him number 14, please. Give him number 14.
Skinny William. Yo, this shit is hilarious, bro. Skitishville is fucking hilarious, bro. I actually know who you're talking about now. Like now that
man.
you say the NBA, I know exactly what
Watch
you're
this.
talking
I'm gonna ask my AI about Skittish Williams.
Yo,
Wasn't there an NBA
that
player
shit had
the
me
last
crying,
season?
literally crying, bro.
Let's see if he go find it. Nope, he said Charlie Villanueva. Oh shit. Nah, not Charlie Villanueva.
Yo, by the way, guys, me and Jimmy doing a weekly show. By the way, we started it today. We're gonna do it on the weekends. Sometime on the weekends, we're gonna be doing it on the weekend. I figured it's a good time for me to throw my plug in. Like,
yo, put up,
man, run that.
Put up
Like, everyone make sure you sub to Joey and Jimmy's channel.
Make sure you sub to the channel, man.
Yeah, right.
I'm close to 1,000. I'm like 80 away from 1,000. 87 away.
Aye, we got 700 plus in there. You can do that tonight, guys. Come on.
I'm 87 away from 1,000.
Link is pinned. Everyone sub.
Yeah, there it is. TDB. That's how you spell it, Jimmy. Right there. You see it?
Yeah, Nico Skitishvili.
Yeah,
that's his name. Nico Skitishvili. I'm telling you, he was a baller. He was a
you,
baller in the Euro leagues. He kind of struggled a little bit he had a couple years. They called this nigga Gok 9000 because he sucked.
Yeah, I'm calling him Gok. That's the slander name we're running with.
Gok.
There it is. The Glock 9000.
That's fucking that's hilarious because he sucks.
So I don't think
GTA. Yes, GTA will force me to buy when the new GTA coming out. I will be buying a system for the first time in over 10 years. But that will be the game that make me buy a system.
That shit's so fucking overdue. I'm trying to do story.
Oh, come on, I waited how many years for that? How many been about to be 20 fucking years now? My son
it's 11 years. 11 years.
Yeah, my son was little as fuck when I bought that Grand Theft Auto. I remember I
was just in my last year of secondary school.
I used to be running him out of the room. Like, yo, get out of here. I couldn't let him be in there while I was playing.
Bro, if you made a server for us to play fucking I don't know
how to do it, but like, I'd look into that. Is that only on PC?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What's that? Grand Theft?
I don't want GTA like that, bro. I see mad people still playing the online GTA. Still people are playing that.
Of course. That shit will never shut down. I'm getting that.
Oh yeah, I only go on there when I've had a bad session on FIFA. I want to take my anger out on something. Just start going on a killing spree.
It's crazy. I'm one of them dudes.
Felix is willing to buy part of his transfer to go to
I smoke weed, get on the online shit, and just drive around and look at all the weird shit going on. That's what I literally do on Grand Theft Auto, like a weirdo. Just drive around, like, look at this weird shit. Glock
is stressed. Cunyalingus. Oh, that's gonna be. Oh, bro.
We got some slander names already, bro. Don't worry. We got them prepared.
Let's go.
Like they got them prepared. They have them prepared for our players too, though. So don't get it twisted.
Yeah, they're getting him at a good place. I didn't know he was that cheap.
Are we coming up with slander names?
Oh yeah, now Prime pulls up.
Now Prime pulls the fuck up. We about to end the stream. Prime pulls the fuck up about slander names.
Okay, sorry. I thought about my slander sense was thinking. Sorry.
Yeah, hate sense is right.
Lewis, did you watch the fucking skit?
I actually did. Yeah, I actually did. That was really fun. Oh, the night before, actually. That was a great one.
Yeah, Jimmy, I'm talking about the haters ball Dave Chappelle skit.
Oh yeah.
I've been telling him about it. I was like, bro, I've been quoting it for a while, bro. I've been saying you've been nominated to the haters ball for a while. I've been telling Lewis and Prime.
Yeah, he said someone's fit looked like Afghanistan. I was like, what?
What can I say about your suit that I can't say about Afghanistan?
That was the line. I'm trying to remember it.
He said it's bomb independent.
I'm watching more tonight. I've got big 6 bands after this. I'm gonna lock in some more Dave Chappelle.
I'm about to actually head over to my parents.
Oh shit, Benfica willing to pay? Good. Get Benfica, get him out of here.
Yeah, it's just the way get him out of here. You gotta lower it again. But yeah, we'll see what happens on there. You man, though, I've got to head over to Big 6 bands. I'm already late over. So I'm gonna make a move. But big up to all you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. Big up to the panel. Big up to the chat. Be back tomorrow as always. Spam the chat with NM14, and we'll see you over there.